Hello! It's just me today, I think. Seems like everyone's off playing, like, games and stuff.
Heyo.
Hello!
Hey.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I sound better than you, apparently. Are you dying?
No, I just got home. I was
Oh,
running
okay.
upstairs.
You're all out of breath.
Yeah.
Okay, so Omega's here, everyone.
Hey.
Have no fear, Omega is here.
I have come
Omega will
eventually
Omega will keep the chat live.
I'll do my best. Hello and good night, Pumpus. Thanks for coming. So what are we doing today, girl?
Today we are what are we doing today? Prime boss, jungle boss thingy guy.
Oh man.
That guy. I don't want to be that guy, but that guy.
This dude. This one right here.
Yeah, let's do it.
Music is whack. Put on some Michael Jackson. I'm sorry, we do not have the licensing agreement to play Michael Jackson on this channel.
Yep, we're too poor for licenses like that. I do love me some Michael Jackson though.
Yeah. Hopefully I'm not too loud this time.
You seem to be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, I watched the video the other day and I was like, damn, I'm loud, so I've made myself a little bit quieter.
Hey Dillish, welcome to the stream.
I'm one of those people that should ideally just be seen and not heard, you know?
No.
And even when it comes to scene, it's like, or even when it comes to the scene bit, it's more like, see my stuff, not me, my stuff, you know? Like,
but everybody needs to see your beard.
it is quite a good beard.
It's a nice beard.
Although I went to my mother's house the other day, and the youngest of my two sisters was there, and she was quite merciless about my beard.
Oh, well, clearly somebody doesn't know quality beard when they.
Do you know what? Like I just told her she was jealous because she couldn't grow one.
Facts. Did you have to drag her like that? Let's see. Internally, does he have a name yet, Gur? Not asking for a reveal.
I believe so.
Is that model sitting in a pile of crap? Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yep.
Hola, Anton. You don't have a licensing agreement for most classical music, though. But classical music is covered under public domain. Because it's too old to be copyrighted.
That's correct. That is correct. Classical music is awesome, by the way, and I would totally be down for doing a stream of just classical music. But it's not just about me, is it?
That's how you
it's my stream and I'll die if I want to.
That's how you expand the mind. Honestly, you're louder on VODs than on live stream. Oh, okay. They probably do some post-processing when you upload it. I really love the new jungle boss design. Yay!
Thanks, glad you do.
Hola, Lord Ragnarok. Why is that model
should we let them in on the biggest secret of all, Omega?
Which one is that? We have a couple of those.
Omega is really the one doing the artwork.
Shh, you're not supposed to tell him.
I'm the voice actor.
Let's see. Why is that model sitting in a pile of poop? Because he made poor life decisions.
Yep, yep. He decided to praise the sun underneath the jungle boss and got shit on.
Does your
And
beard
it will
look like
happen
the
to
one-
you too.
Does your beard look like the one in the picture?
It's actually a little bit longer now, but yes.
Hey.
The cool thing about hair, it just kind of grows. But I do try and look after it. I have beard shampoo, I have beard oil.
Specific beard labeled products.
Yep, yep. They're important.
Mhm.
It's good to keep a soft, fluffy beard. Well, if I don't if I don't shampoo my beard or like oil it, then after like 2 days it gets like really wiry and horrible.
Oh.
So yeah, look,
Greetings, Orc King. Thanks for coming.
look after your facial hair, people.
It's important.
Look after your facial hair, and it will look after you.
Anime style. Dilish knew it. You knew that I was the one doing the artwork the whole time. Try not to make it obvious. Shaq, will that be included in the game? Will it be included in the game?
My beard?
Maybe? Can we just get a 3D scan of your beard and just put it in the game?
Actually, well, beards, like hair in general, just tends to 3D scan really badly.
Yeah. Oh, the poop. Will the poop be in the game?
I'm sure we can have some mountains of poop in the game.
Don't have to worry. You'll have an adequate amount of poop in the game.
Yeah.
Just look at your teammates. Oh!
Oh, snap! Did you all hear? Omega sent someone to the burn ward today.
Heels. Does poop need any kind of rating like T or M? I don't think so. I don't think having poop in the game changes the rating of the game.
I would hope not. It still amazes me how many like natural bodily functions are censored, you know, or like not talked about because they're like, or because people think they're gross, or even because like they just don't know how to handle them, you know, like.
Somebody didn't read Everybody Poops when they were a kid.
Yeah, everybody poops.
I think there was a
Even
sequel
your
for it, too.
girlfriend. In fact, your girlfriend probably does it better than most.
Your girlfriend probably lied that she doesn't do that.
Yeah. There's an episode of I think Family Guy where the guy's like, you belong to the executive bathroom now. It's like, oh, and you also get this gift basket that full of muffins that make your bowel movements smell like freshly baked cinnamon rolls.
Yeah.
I was like,
I would love
woo,
those.
yeah.
Let's see.
You wouldn't leave the bathroom, would you?
Atger, Claire de Luna Toccata and Fuege D minor, The Barber of Seville Overture, For Elise, Ode to Joy, Sabre Dance, etc., etc., etc. Would be a good stream. Best stream, says Morden.
Toccata and Fugue. I can actually play that on my guitar.
Hey.
So yeah.
In
its entirety.
Oh man.
I know.
Chris gonna make an acoustic version of the album, of the game soundtrack.
No, I can't play it on an acoustic. I play it on electric.
Gonna get an electric rock version of the
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
I hope you guys make a 3v3 map as well as a 5v5. I mean, like something like ARAM.
I mean, we're just focusing on making a working game first before we worry about alternate game modes. That's not to say like we're not up for making alternate game modes. We just need to kind of get there first. So the formal name for characters in the game up until now has been Masters, but you know, anything is subject to change. So.
Huh? What happened?
I don't know. I think you died.
Yeah.
So I just answered the question about formal name for characters in the game.
What do you mean, like formal name? Like not the code name, or?
Like whether they're called champions, heroes, masters, that kind of thing. Like
Oh, the masters.
I think that formally they're called masters. However, like personally, I call them heroes because I'm just a pleb.
I call them champions sometimes because I played League before I played anything else. Doo-doo-doo. Is Boof the coup de grace? The coup de grace?
Boof is just boof, man.
Like, this is just... Boof has thick poop. I mean, I don't know, I don't feel like that's something I want to experience in life. Hey, Litinator.
Oh god, that took you long enough to work out that I was here.
Hello.
I'm sorry, it's stuff. We
I
were
actually
catching up.
I joined when you came in, but I just thought I'd be quiet.
How's it
Why'd you
going,
do
mate?
that?
You alright, mate?
Apart from that damn bot being an absolute pain in the arse, the minions stopped working. Yeah, fine.
Well, you know,
Oh.
the trials and tribulations of game dev.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo. Girl, what is your favorite role to play in a MOBA?
Well, bearing in mind that I've only ever played Paragon, really, like, as a serious thing, and I mained Gideon for almost the entire time. Yeah, just like mid lane caster kind of thing. Although I did master Murdoch and Sparrow, and Morogesh, but I mastered Morogesh because she was really easy to master. Like, I mastered Morogesh really fast.
I main support and ADC. I mained ADC before I switched to maining support because nobody wants to support in League ever.
Omega does, don't you, Omega?
I want to support now because it's just nobody ever wants to support, so I just do it. The jungle boss is called the artist formerly known as Prime.
I like that. I like that.
You should make that giant big ball a beach ball for the summer skins. Big ball? What ball? Do you have a big ball on the map? Or...
I'm kind of down for that. Could you imagine just having like a massive ball that was physics reactive, so like he could hit it with basics and abilities and stuff, and it was just like bouncing around the map in the summer?
Yeah, you just do it until like the actual game starts, like while you're waiting for the minions to spawn.
No, it's just there all the time.
Or it's just
Like,
chilling
it's
there.
just there, yeah.
It doesn't
It's a
affect
Rocket
anything.
League
You just
then.
hit it sometimes.
Yeah, and if you manage to knock it into the enemy's core, you score a point.
Free kill. Just random enemy team member dies.
Or it could be kind of like
Don't
Quidditch, where getting it into the enemy's core is like an instant win.
Instant win.
Well, if you consider like the size of the map and all that kind of stuff, like how difficult it would be to actually coordinate that, you know, there's got to be some kind of benefit to it, right?
Like, guys, we're losing. We only have one thing left to do. We gotta get the ball into the goal.
Gotta...
This is what prime dunking has become. You don't return the game around. You just win. Biff says he's the Todd.
The Todd was an incredibly progressive and forward-thinking character when you consider how, like, stereotypical some of his lines were.
Mm.
Like, a lot of what he said was very, very forward-thinking, especially for the time. Like, the Todd appreciates hot, regardless of gender.
If you're hot, man.
Yeah, man.
He plays with the beach ball. When people attack the prime boss, the ball explodes, and then the boss gets mad when they stop attacking the boss. He gets a pump out of nowhere and starts pumping up a new one. The animators would have a field day with that. Oh gosh, everybody's like, is Lee streaming solo? I was like, guys, just give me. I was late for 2 minutes. Chill.
Well, as we already discussed, Omega is the one that's been doing the artwork this whole time. So.
It's true. My actual username is Almighty Girl. There's a reason why you don't see the actual Discord call when we're talking. Dark Souls 3 came out more than 2 years ago and it's still $60. I think they're still adding DLC to it.
No, they've finished the DLC now. There won't be any more.
Oh, they finished? Oh, okay. Because Dark Souls is pretentious.
No, it's just that good.
Dark Souls 3?
Just wait for the Dark Souls 3 Remastered Edition on the PS6.
Oh man.
Hey, Demonic. Enjoy your game?
Oh, you Demonic. Is Nodi not coming? He's just chilling in the AFK channel.
I don't know, but Rich said he'll come back.
I hate whenever they do a Windows update because they always change around the audio settings and stuff. I had to like reset all my microphones.
I hate when they do a Windows update because it breaks literally fucking everything.
Yeah.
That's more like it.
Like,
hey, thanks for that.
So many problems.
Oh, yeah. Well thought out is overseeing the battlefield. Thanks for that. It's well thought out. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Will there be verticality like Paragon in terms of aiming?
No, man. It's completely flat. The flattest map you've ever seen.
It's 2D.
2D,
Top
yeah.
down.
2D side-scrolling battle royale mode.
These models are actually for 2.5D.
Yep. Well, ZBrush is actually a 2.5D application, so...
I like how 2.5D first came along. Was it with Sonic Unleashed when I first heard the term? And they're like, hey, our game is 2.5D. Like, what does that mean? Sometimes
what's the
you're a
first...
side-scroller, but sometimes you're not.
What's the first...
That just reminds me of Sonic Heroes.
Game in 2.5D... Like, one of the earliest games I ever played was a 2.5D game. Wait, wasn't, Oh, it's gonna bug me.
Hmm?
This is really gonna bug me. It was like one of the earliest predecessors to like Black and White and those kind of games.
I mean the little, not really pixel, but pixel.
Oh, this one was definitely pixel, but largely because of their tech at the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was like, I think I know the type you're talking about. Like the little, kind of like the little games that they used to give you at McDonald's.
Kind of, but this was like a really in-depth game, and it's bugging me. It's bugging me so much that I can't think of the name of it because it was one of my favorite games.
Maybe Tenchu or Bloodborne 2 will reveal at E3, just saying, says Boof. Will you guys put Boof as a character in the game? Boof is every character in the game. There is only Boof in the game.
Boof will have touched every character in the game by the time it's released, and
Boof is
not always appropriately.
Stop. Boof is pervasive through the game. Omnipresent. What's up, son of Insurat? Hey, Michan. Technically speaking, Donkey Kong Country was 2.5D, using 3D model cap sprites for most of its levels and such, although they never changed perspective like they do now, but they did have 3D and a 2D perspective.
Yep, I agree. But that's still not the game I was talking about.
But Booth says nearly never appropriately.
Populous. The game was called Populous.
Booth says nearly never appropriately. Oh gosh, Booth.
Oh god, I've just found an old program I used to play with.
Was it Populous?
Soup Toys.
What?
It was a old toy box, just like a desktop toy box I used to use when I was in school. Basically just drop things around like a ball or something.
Sounds weird.
I'm bouncing a ball around my screen at the minute.
Oh man, do you remember the old dogs games where you could like throw a ball around and a dog would chase it on the screen?
Yeah, there's
that's
also
called Pets, wasn't it?
yeah the desktop pets.
Oh, hey,
There's
Rich.
also one sheep as well. The sheep
Hey,
one is
Scavenger.
really old.
You actually installed the old software we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, I've installed the Soup Toolbox. The Soup Toys. I'm now firing balls around my screen
Oh man.
out of a cannon.
Grr.
Yep.
Grr. This is rare. We have two programmers. We
We
normally
do,
have
we
one
do.
programmer at a time. I thought they were all the same person for like a hot second.
Yeah. No, we have we have both code directors in the stream at the same time. This can only mean bad things.
Gosh, are we in trouble? Do we have too many polys?
I think I'm about to be fired. like how you know you're in trouble. Two directors in the room at the same time.
You want to explain to me why all the files are in Wave? You see, what happened was...
Well, actually, UE4. I think UE4 only really accepts WAV files. So
Yeah, they're just really big.
yeah.
So if you guys have any questions for our code directors, maybe they can pull themselves away from their 3 screen monitors to answer your questions.
3? I got 5. Anyway,
I love it. 3 pleb numbers.
yeah. I was counting them for the demonic earlier. There's about 8 in this room right now.
To be fair, now that I'm programming full time for like my actual job, I think I need to like get some more monitors again.
It's
Yeah, I've
surprising
gone-
how much screen space you actually use.
It's surprising how much screen space you use up on text.
Yeah. I've actually
Where's the
downgraded
work,
from,
though?
I've
Sorry,
downgraded
go on.
from 2 to my laptop's 1 now at the minute because I haven't got any converters. It's like, I need more screens. I just can't do it without it.
Hey Alethania, if you have any questions for her, I guess you can ask in chat as well.
Yep. Artist woman is here. Inspirational queen, all that stuff.
Inspirational queen.
Booth is being a troll as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat's hopping on Booth.
Booth's just like non-stop trolling, like all day, every day. Even in our work Discord, Booth is just always trolling.
Because he hasn't got enough work to do.
Girl, will you be showcasing Booth at E3?
Just stick him in a cage. It's like, yo, this is Booth.
This is Booth? Yes, I want 5.
I'm game for that.
$5 to look, $10 to touch.
Oh man. $100 for something special.
What the fuck?
He'll Booth on you.
He'll Booth on you, yeah.
My graphics card only supports 3 monitors. But they all have to be like...
My graphics card only supports 1 Booth.
I had to use 3 different types of connectors. Like one is VGA, one is HDMI, and the other is DisplayPort.
Disgusting.
Who the hell uses VGA anymore?
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is not the 90s.
Now taking donations to get an upgraded screen for Omega.
Yeah, that's to upgrade the
Don't say
graphics
that,
card.
don't say that.
Don't do that,
Everyone will
though.
donate.
Don't do that, guys. I'm good. They were already trying to give me a new graphics card on my stream.
Yeah, I looked a minute ago because I was like, I wonder where Omega is. So I went to have a look and I was like, whoa, someone's donated a lot of bits.
That was Percival, because so Percival has this thing now that whenever I die, I'm not good at video games, and I play a lot of games that are like, hey, if you die, you're just gonna die here. So Percival took it upon himself when I was playing Tekken to be like, hey, every time you die to the last boss, I'm gonna donate some bits and double it every time
Oh,
that you die.
that can get really expensive really fast.
Especially since I was like not good at the game. Like I was just kind of pressing buttons my way through the game. And you know how fighting games work? This like you're doing really well up until the last boss, and the last boss has like all these gimmicks that make it impossible for no reason.
Yep.
You know, I was playing Stick Fighter the game. It's in the latest Humble Bundle for multiplayer games.
I love it.
Basically, because actually, it's incredibly impressive for a very simply done game, and the fact you get to be the boss is just amazing.
Yeah, that was so great. Oh yeah. So Percival was just donating money to me every time I died, and then Theos was like, "You should double it every time he dies," and then Percival did it.
Oh my god.
Because reasons.
Power of 2 donation scheme. Oh.
and I was feeling really bad because I'm not good at Tekken.
Well, if you think about it, it doesn't take long for it to become a lot. Like, you start out at base 2 and it's like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. You know, just...
Because he was doing 1, 5, 10, 20, 40, 80.
Oh man.
We're out of math now.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, once you, but that's the thing. Like, once you reach 256, it's like, okay, so 512, 1024, 2048, 4096, 8192, 16, God knows what, you know, just.
And I was like, okay,
535.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting over here like, okay, hold on, wait, okay.
It's like at some point it stops being a bit and turns into a bite.
Hey, don't give Twitch ideas; they'll steal it.
Just don't. I was like, just look away. Just don't. He's like, okay, and then he was like, okay, somebody needs to keep track of how many times Omega dies, so that when I come back, I'll know how many to donate. I'm like, no, you better not.
Should have a Pacific Rim style death clock. Like, reset the clock.
It started as a joke. He started a base value of 1 and then he did 5. So it was like 1, 2, 4, 8, and then he did 5, 10, 20, 40 just to do it.
See, the thing is, like, I don't actually have Dark Souls on the PC. I have it on the PS4. But watching you yesterday made me seriously consider rebuying it. Like, yeah, I can get that on the PC. We can jam that. But then I saw how bad you were, and I was like, I'm not carrying you.
You don't like yeah, it's like a weird multiplayer. But yeah, like no, like so the way it works is that normally whenever I play a game like that, like me personally, I would have never bought Dark Souls out of my own volition. But my friends wanted to play Dark Souls.
What, someone forced you into it? Just like, here, have Dark Souls.
So like whenever I play video games, I'm normally like, my friends are like, hey, you want to play XYZ? And I'm like, I don't care as long as I'm playing with my friends. Right. So it's like they would be like, okay, we're gonna play Dark Souls, and they don't care if I'm bad. They don't mind carrying me. They just because they like hanging out with me. So it's literally just the force of my personality for keeping them from kicking me out of the group.
I've seen some hilarious group play videos of Dark Souls on YouTube. Yeah. Some of them are absolutely fantastic. Like Edward.
I can't say I've never played Dark Souls. I played it on Dark Souls 2 for a very short spell. Didn't get on with Dark Souls 2. Found the controls were too clumsy on the PC and never bothered again.
Here we go. Here is a video for all of you to watch later on and cherish and have fun with. the story of Edward Emberpants, the Chosen.
I didn't change my mic settings, but what probably happened was that I got the Windows update recently, and it probably messed up all of my settings. And I just didn't change it back to what they were.
You sound the same for me, but people said that I sounded really different in the last stream, and I've changed over from regular OBS to the Streamlabs OBS, so that could be it too. Like, if that's doing something behind the scenes with audio.
Probably.
Probably is.
Does it include the mantis shrimp?
I swear to God, I'm gonna have a Mantis Stream Master in this game at some point.
Can the Prime Beast have eyebrows? Hey, Hachi, eyebrows for look. I'm so upset. That entire time, I was just like critiquing the story mode of a fighting game. I knew it was pointless, but I was having so much fun with that. Watch out for them pointy bits. The boss has some really pointy warts. Oh man.
Why is there a mannequin inside the poop? Did I miss this?
Reasons.
He got shit on.
This
is foreshadowing for when the boss is in the actual game. Everyone's gonna get shit on.
He made some poor life choices, and you know.
There you go. Single eyebrow. He just gets the one.
Gur, does it include Boof's kinky ASMR sessions?
You need to ask Boof. He's here somewhere. Ask Boof.
You got matching eyebrows.
Dave, so this seems to have vanished.
Huh?
I was wondering if Dave was still here. He seems to have completely vanished. I mean, Demonic's here too.
I'm here.
Oh, you are.
I'm just messing around with little sheep all over my screen at the minute.
Why is Nodi just sitting in AFK?
Maybe he's AFK.
Why would he just hop into AFK?
He might be actually AFK.
I mean, that's nice and all, but it's not a problem.
Just realised I didn't
organise this meetup, don't we?
Didn't do. Oh yeah, we do, don't we? Didn't do. What's it called today? Introduction. Yeah. I'm sure everyone knows who we are by now.
I mean, I don't know. I thought the programmers were all the same person for the longest time.
It's because you're racist.
Yeah, I'm programmerist. I'm devist.
Actually, that's probably a good thing, because having two co-directors, it's useful to have them look like they're one. So it shows that we're working together well.
Yeah, Nodi, come in here. That's what I mean. Oh, they're just sitting in AFK.
They executed a while loop without an exit, and now they've become one being.
They just keep cloning constantly.
Well, the only reason there's actually two people who were running it was the fact that we needed a few options for legal things, but also we do quite different jobs. It just ends up being so much work to do for one person. So we're like, actually, we need someone else to help out with this, and here we are.
Oh, I asked to prime Beast poop, so they added the poop. That's why. Then someone asked to move the man into the poop.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of the way it goes on this stream, man. Like, someone says, hey, wouldn't it be cool if? And I go, well, let's have a look.
Let's check it out.
What makes me laugh is people then take it really seriously, though, and think, well, is this going to be in the game? So maybe, probably not.
We talk about it in the actual video, and then on YouTube, everybody in the comments is like, so is this going to be the final version of the monster? I'm like, no. Dude, the man cannot live by bread alone. That's why God gave us honey roasted peanuts and throwback to. Wise words, Boof.
What? I'm confused.
Boof says man cannot live by bread alone. That's why God gave us honey roasted peanuts and throwback to.
I don't even like bread, so.
Yes, Lentinator is here, Luke. Nodi, when I said leave AFK, I meant come here into the chat.
God,
no,
Nodi.
Nodi is not in the chat.
Everything's a placeholder. Everything can get replaced.
Even me.
That reminds me, Scav, we're going to have to sort out that stream, aren't we?
Which one? Oh, yeah. We're going to do a really nerdy, boring stream where we'll go over all the technology. So if you don't want to watch it, I really recommend you don't. But it'll be interesting for those who are in that way inclined.
I'll be in there so you guys can try to make me read very hard programming technical words.
Oh no, it's going to be full of acronyms. You're not going to know which way to look.
When the WAB connector walks into the ping bar.
What does C++ even stand for?
Hell.
Hey, I really like C++. It's my favourite
Oh, no,
language.
Okay, it wasn't C++. Today I spent the entire evening trying to work out why the minion data, when it first came in, looked fine, but then when the guy that's doing the minions took it, was in a complete wrong place, and it was because I'd missed a UE4 macro.
Just a macro, yeah.
So the pointer was was being shut off somewhere, and UE didn't know what to do with it. Like, great.
Good job,
The entire
Unreal.
evening
Good
wasted
job.
for one bloody line.
Good job.
I had to restart. Did I hear there was a booth question? Did we say about booth? I forgot what we said about booth.
I think there was something about tying him up.
No. I was like, okay. Hey, what's up? I love Pie so much. It's been a while. Thanks for the 10 bits, Leadmaster. We appreciate you. It was a very responsible donation. Don't donate anymore. Since the boss can't be soloed, why not make it so that if one person is by the boss when he spawns, the player gets popped on, and the announcer pooped on, and the player and the announcer says some sort of poop joke to the player that died.
Just makes them stick to the floor and they have to spend the entire match in that location.
Mintinator, why didn't you give me a go on PR?
Because it's not ready.
When you
There
saw
is
that.
absolutely no reason for us to be able to give it to you, because to be honest, if you really want to just run around a map that A looks very nice but B has absolutely nothing and is seriously broken, then fine, but
I think that's what they want.
you can't
honestly.
do much. There's no game mechanics, there's no nothing, so
I don't think many people care. They just run around the map.
Yeah.
Just saying,
it's quite nice. It is quite nice. I do find myself doing it actually sometimes.
What are you guys planning for the end of the tail? Wouldn't 3 spikes look cool, like a dinosaur?
You got any pictures of your mum?
Cease this instant. Almighty _ GMT. Stop this instant. I'm sorry your tooth hurts, Nody. Nody, where's your subscription logo thing? Nody doesn't subscribe to us because Nody is on the team.
Yep.
He can just ask for stuff.
Yep.
we have better places to spend our money than on Almighty.
Yep. I'm not even going to contest that one. So, yep. Okay.
Hashtag. Don't start that hashtag. That's not a hashtag that needs to be started.
What hashtag?
Hashtag GPU for Omega. I have a GPU.
Well, they're bringing out the new 1100 range soon, so.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Stegosaurus spikes for the tail. Let's see. C++ is basically B-.
I
It is.
wish.
What?
Now, because I've got work tomorrow and I'm tired as hell, but I will see you around.
You're just lazy, man. You're just lazy.
Yeah.
See you later, buddy.
You have a proper job, mate.
So do I. Oh, fuck off.
You say that, and spend an insane amount of time on this, but anyway.
I'll see you later.
Catch you later, man.
There, Dave.
Night, Aletheia.
Good night.
We're going to end up with only staff on the stream at this rate.
So we now only have one programmer, so we can now neither confirm nor deny that we only have one.
Well, you say this, and yet all I seem to be doing at the moment is project management, and I don't know, work's just been busy the last couple of weeks. But yeah,
They don't need to know. It's fine.
it's okay. I know what we're doing, so it's fine.
I
know what the real people are actually doing. It's all that
The
matters.
the real people, as opposed to
real
the
Yeah,
fake
the
ones.
who are actually doing more work than me right
Are you an AI right now?
now. Well, you'd never know, would you?
We make the game using machine learning. It basically builds itself.
Now that's an idea.
Do you know what? I'm pretty sure there will be a point where you can do that. Just press a button. You basically go like, I want it to be this type of game. Now make it.
Well, it's easy enough. All you do in machine learning is you feed it all the other MOBAs, and then you tell it to make a new one.
Yep.
That's a piece of piss. Anyone can do that.
Um,
Let Amazon do it for us.
Yeah.
What a cloud computing.
Yeah.
it's made off the algorithm. We think you'll like this game. What if the player
Actually, I'd
model?
love to see. Well, we've seen AI write books, and or I say that AI. We've seen artificial machine learning write books and all sorts of things. It'd be really cool to see what it actually did with the game, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Would it be broken? I wonder.
It'd be really funny to see if AI could figure out how to do good retopo.
Did any other hero get rigged yet? I don't know.
I think Aurelia's still being sort of cleaned up and things, so I
Well,
don't think any other heroes rigged yet.
Aurelia is. I mean, the rig's already kind of in and working. It's more a case of just like getting all the animations, like moving from placeholder animations to unique animations. I think. Worden is.
In the
Like
rigish.
I think he's just finished being retopoed, or is being retopoed, like finished being retopoed as we speak, which means that he's like basically ready to rig. And then and texture obviously, yeah.
What if the player model under the boss was supporting his ball sack law?
Well, no. I mean,
There you go, Shaq with the shot.
why do we have to give the boss a gender? You know, like it doesn't matter if this boss is male or female; it's still gonna fuck you up.
¿Por qué no
It's a
los
creature.
dos? Why does the boss have an Iggy and Scorch tail? Because we like references.
Because even though I didn't main him, Iggy was my favorite hero.
Thank you.
Hello. You have reached UE for support, but unfortunately we can't respond currently. Please leave a message after Omega's beep. Beep. XD.
Based on the UE4 documentation, that's not far untrue.
That sounds like the holodeck. I identify as a squash, so if you don't include my gender, I will leave a bad help review.
A bad help review or a bad Yelp review?
It says help.
We're on Yelp.
Yeah.
It has some claws for catching and jaws for snatching, but does it have ultraviolet spikes for wicker whacking, so that we can snap and crack and off, so that we can snap and crack and off this Jabberwocky's head? We are non-violent people. Me especially. I'm not a violent person at all. So I'm not sure if that's content that we can put in the game.
I disagree. I think you're one of the most violent people here.
I have no idea.
I just don't think you've been given a chance to really shine.
I'm sure we'll find opportunities.
Have you seen my Skyrim stream?
Your companion is way out of control.
Serana, she just kills everybody. I'm just like, okay, we're gonna talk. Serana just launches a giant ice spike at somebody, and just kills them. Like, really, Serana? Really? Like while I'm in the middle of talking to people, Serana will just shoot like a giant sharp ice spike in their chest, and then act like nothing is wrong. Silver said he's still working on rigging. Yes, he did.
No, I don't like that. Like, I'll come back to like.
Omega is non-violent. Me and him can't fight now. Oh, that's not what that means. Which reference to other game skin would you make for one of the masters, such as Grux had a Kratos themed skin in Paragon with the Kratos tattoos?
Well, let's think. My brain's not working. I'd probably. Do you know what? I'd probably have some kind of character that references Solid Snake.
Okay.
Yeah.
For Inferno, have a Solid Snake Inferno
the
skin.
amazing video characters in the world. Choose Solid Snake.
That's not.
I'm talking Metal Gear Solid 1 era Solid Snake, like when he was actually cool.
Yeah. Gordon Freeman or some shit.
Yes, let's reference the character with the least personality of every hero ever.
Yeah, you're right.
Make a Sonic
Look,
the
he has a
Hedgehog
crowbar.
skin.
What more does anybody need?
Science.
Just go have a Vortigaunt skin.
make a Sonic the Hedgehog skin for Jungle Entity. He just goes slightly faster with that skin. Aurelia and an Assassin's Creed crossover would look dope. Gur, put another Christmas hat at the end of his tail.
Why?
He's really into Christmas.
Would wear pants. How would he wear them?
He's really into Christmas, man. When the game is fully released, can you guys make mini video shorts of the character storyline and like maybe a series, like a show?
I still wouldn't do cinematics. We just don't have this anything, animations or anything ready yet. It's a long way to go.
Yeah.
It would take forever for us to render out.
That'd be nice to do. We need to get there first.
I'm totally down for this. What is the age group of this community? Because I'm 67, about to turn 68 in a month.
Awesome, man. Well, like I'm like 30. I'm gonna be 33. I'm getting up there, man.
Most staff are in their 30s-ish, and they're all.
Yeah. We have a couple of younger members. Like I think we've got one that's just under 18, one that's just over 18. But yeah, most.
The average are late 20s, early 30s professionals.
Yeah.
So.
I'm 23. Yay.
I don't like you.
I love you too.
Youths! Ah! Youths.
Look on the bright side, at some point you get to retire.
Oh man, with the way the economy is going, it's like further and further in the future.
I've got a pretty good pension, so it doesn't really bother me too much.
Well, being freelance for the last 10 years of my life has not left me with a very good pension.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
My retirement plan is this game.
That's fair enough. Good.
Let's see.
You know that means you're not allowed to quit, right? You gotta keep on with it.
Fuck me, right?
Regardless of anything that happens.
Yeah.
Solid Snake character. There's a cardboard box.
That'd be good though.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying it'd be good though if we could actually turn this into eventually a proper business where we can actually all make something out of it.
Yeah.
Just go retire on an island somewhere.
An island.
I just want an evil volcano there. What more do I need to know?
Yeah. Like why is that such a big deal?
I just want to take over the world. I want to be a villain and I want to have a nemesis. Is
So
that
like
too much to ask?
So like my family
You
have
don't
been
need a
watching.
nemesis.
My family have been watching this program on Channel 4 about like French castles, where people basically go to France, buy like old castles that have been abandoned for a while, and then do them up and live in them and stuff, and turn them into places where like people will go and rent out like the castle for like weddings and stuff. You know, they're all going, oh, it'd be really cool if we could do that one day, and I'm like, as long as I don't have to do any of the actual work and I can just like die in a castle when I'm older, yeah, that's fine.
People find your corpse in like a room full of gold and.
Yeah.
Solid Snake character throws a cardboard box and smokes anacondas while they're still alive and shouts "Oh!" Then also someone shout their name over dramatically on death.
Well, Solid Snake didn't smoke anacondas. That was his father. But yeah, okay.
Just do Grox, isn't it? That's the whole point. It's basically what Grox was. It was a Solid
How do
Snake
you-
reference.
How does one smoke an anaconda?
You clearly haven't played Metal Gear Solid 3.
With a lighter, obviously.
Have
I do.
Quite a few rollies.
You know, it
I'm
was really funny. So the website that I basically use for most of my feedback when it comes to artwork, and it's been basically the art community that I've been part of for forever, is called Polycount. And most people on there are really chill, and you can get some solid feedback and everything. Some people are really like closed off to the idea of being criticized about their work and stuff. So this guy, he posted up a character. It was a female character, and it was wearing armor that was made out of basically like the skins from Aliens. So like you imagine that the aliens in Aliens, and he's just like made an armor suit out of that kind of design. But like the concept itself is kind of neat. Like it's actually kind of cool. It would be interesting to see. I mean, a bit impractical and everything, but you know, still kind of cool. The problem was the way that he had done his final renders was like the armor is black, and the background that he'd chosen was black, and there was like very little else to it. So it was really difficult for us to see anything. So we basically made those comments. You know, like you need to kind of adjust your lighting setup. You need to adjust your background. You need to basically add some contrast to it so that we can actually see what's going on, kind of thing. And this guy just flipped out, absolutely flipped out. And as is tradition on Polycount, when someone flips out like that, we all just start roasting them. But then he just like, well, like when we roast people, it's basically like we just post a whole bunch of cat memes and stuff like that. Just, you know, really have fun with it. Or like dick tanks and stuff like that, you know. And this guy got like really upset. And everyone that had criticized him, he went through their portfolios and just like tried having a go back, kind of thing. And of my Solid Snake character that I'd made, like just as a piece of fan art, he just went. He was like, "Your portfolio is not even that good." And is Solid Snake's nose really that fucking big? It's just so funny. So yeah, I'm actually really happy with the way that character turned out, but apparently he's got a big nose. Where'd everyone go? Everyone's all quiet. Did Discord shit itself? Oh, I dropped out of voice chat. Okay. Oh no, I'm still in voice chat. I'm just trying to sort out this this voice chat thing, so bear with me. Let's close Discord. Where is it? Bear with me, guys. I'm very sorry. Yeah, Luke, that's basically one of the criticisms I had, was like from a
Hey, welcome back.
hey guys, from like a core design point of view, like it's an interesting idea, but when you consider like the type of armor it is and all this other kind of stuff, I was like, you know, it doesn't really stop bullets, and like, you know, when the guys were fighting the aliens, you know, they tended to shred the aliens. The problem, and the other problem is like this stuff is filled with this acid that will just like eat you. so you'd get shot and then melted by this acid, you know, like.
So what were you saying about the dude?
Oh, did I cut off really early? Oh, I'm not gonna repeat it because like everyone else in the stream heard it, and I'm not gonna repeat it. So.
Oh, okay.
But you know, so basically, it culminated in him having everyone that had given him feedback. He went through their portfolios and started trying to pick them apart. And so he found my Solid Snake, and he was like, "Go, your portfolio is not even that good." And is Solid Snake's nose really that fucking big? It's just like, okay.
Thanks.
It's valuable feedback.
Let's see what. Gur, is the jungle boss going to have a tattoo on his shoulder that says mother? Asks Boof. In a dystopian novel, they always talk about brainwashing so people are never sad and always happy. They also never fight or commit crimes. But in my class, and most likely every other, says how messed up that dystopia is. But it isn't that bad. We see it as bad because we have powerful emotions. Imagine being happy and love doing your job, even if it's hard labor.
Welcome to the world of Syndicate.
I can totally see someone making armor out of the alien skull. You put a heart. Let's see.
That's funny. We're looking at skull armor today.
Yeah, one on both sides.
So once upon a time, they made a really, really bad Alien vs Predator movie. It was the first one. And I don't know. I actually really enjoyed the second one. I thought the second one was quite fun.
It's better.
It's a bit better, yeah. And I'm cautiously optimistic about the new Predator film, which is coming out as well. But yeah, they did that very thing. Basically, like a predator was saved by a human woman, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna give you this, and he like cut off this alien's head and turned it into a shield for her, and then made a spear out of the alien's tail, and I was just like, oh good lord, this is so bad.
Thank you. Thanks. Like, I don't know how do you if you're in that situation, how do you react to that? Like, I'm giving you something that I think that you want because that's what my people would want.
Yeah.
And you're just like, thank you. I don't know
How
what
else
to
was she
do.
supposed to survive?
Yeah.
But if it happens
Because
on
in
like
the situation she was in, I think you'd be appreciative of anything.
I don't know, man. She was heavily protected by plot armor.
My thing is that like when you're like when it happens on like Earth is getting invaded and it happens, you're just like, I don't know how to use this.
Imagine, yeah, but imagine you were a red top from a Star Trek film. I think you'd be quite happy about it.
Yeah, I suppose.
I think that I'm probably not gonna die this episode.
Oh, Guy from Galaxy Quest, you know, he knows the deal.
Galaxy Quest,
Well,
yes.
You have to die from something stupid after that.
Do you know they in the latest like reruns of that film, they changed one of Sigourney Weaver's lines, right? And it's like they're running through the ship trying to navigate like these horrible death traps and everything. And she runs around the corner, and in the original, and I remember seeing this at the cinema when I was like 14 or whatever, she runs around the corner and she goes, "Oh fuck that!"
Oh yeah, I got the original. Yeah, she does say that.
Yeah. And they've changed it so that now she's like, "Well, screw that," but her lips still make the "well, fuck that" motion. It's so funny.
I can tell you about that one. So when they have to censor movies, they have voice actors called voice matchers, and so because it's too expensive to bring back in the original actor to just re-record that one line, they'll bring in another voice actor to basically match that person's voice and say that line in their voice. But because they can't like re-record the actual like scene, they just kind of cut out that part and just plug in.
That's
the
awful.
audio.
That's awful. That's the worst.
So sometimes what they'll do is that they'll like cut to a separate like B-roll type scene that's like has nobody talking in it, or like have the character, or cut to a scene where the character's like not looking at the camera, just so that they can fit it in.
Yeah, but she just legitimately just runs around the corner and says something completely different from what her mouth is doing.
Yeah, it's great. And sometimes they just don't care. They're just like, yeah, it's like covered the censor.
But it's just so dumb as well because it's so unnecessarily censored. Like that was very much
meant to be follow-ups to it, but they never did them.
That was very much a well fuck that moment as well.
It's a big crushers in it, and they call the Stompers or something.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Mike TV. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome.
Did you know that polar bears are considered manhunters?
Polar bears are everything hunters. They're apex predators.
Apex predator. Ooh.
Apex meaning on top of everything. And it's weird because humans are technically defined as an apex predator, but we would get literally dicked on by every animal species out there.
That's quite mad.
Oh.
Have I dropped out of voice chat again?
No, so
Okay.
people stop talking.
No, there you go.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Fuckers.
Oh, went quiet.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, yes, I have returned.
I think Discord is shitting itself at the moment.
Well, that time my
Yeah, it
internet
does
just
that in a
died.
minute. They're sorting some sort of server migration shit out apparently.
Okay. Why are they doing it during my stream time?
Well, I mean generally, not necessarily just tonight. That's why it was down the other night at least anyway. Something to do with their performance is exactly the same, whether it's 1,000 people or 100 or something. You see, the bigger servers they have, the better they actually perform. So,
So we need to get more people in the servers.
not like voice servers, Discord servers.
Yeah.
I don't think I want more people. I'm already uncomfortable with the numbers we've got. Too many people.
Polar bears. Polar bears will actively. Oh, sorry, I had to do the documentary. Polar bears will actively hunt and eat humans. Most predators do not eat humans, but the polar bear will attack people by hitting them and dragging them away from safety. They can also swim 6 miles per hour. Olympians can swim 3 miles per hour. They also have enhanced vision and smell, so by the time you realize that you are being hunted, it is most likely too late. Thank you for watching Nat Geo's Polar Bears, Human Hunters. You heard it here, folks. Almighty Girl wants 100 viewers by next stream.
That would actually be really nice. If you could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
We're sort of consistently hitting around 50 at the minute, aren't we?
Yeah. Like it's dropped a bit. It was around like 65, 70, but it's dropped. I think because people want to see Theo.
Yeah.
Or heroes in general.
Or heroes in general, yeah. But the thing is, like, there's more that goes into the game than just heroes. I can't just make heroes all the time, unfortunately. Not until we get another character artist to do this stuff, you know.
Don't you mean I can't just make heroes the whole time?
Yeah, what we got at the minute? 3?
3, but I think Deepfield is actually moving over to environment art after Worden.
Which, to be honest, we need at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
There was somebody did apply, didn't they? But I don't know whether or not we interviewed them or what.
We did interview someone recently, but it didn't work out.
Oh.
They were under the unfortunately under the impression that we were a fully funded group.
Oh, we were paying people. Okay.
I mean, that's good that they mistake us for that.
Yeah.
Not good
I
for
mean, to be
them.
honest, right? If we were paying everybody, right, this project would have costed millions already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not millions already, but
hundreds of thousands.
yeah.
So more of a figure of speech than actual facts, but yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah, one year of development for a team of our size is probably in the like 1.5 million range, maybe even more.
That's just for wages, assuming you weren't paying for assets as a
Yeah.
contract.
Yeah.
At least he figured it out before he started working.
Yeah.
That'd have been funny.
I would have just been like, oh,
That would have been upsetting.
awkward. That would have been awkward.
What money?
Don't get me wrong though. Like he was a really nice guy. His portfolio was good. And you know we kind of like left everything on good terms. So hopefully, you know, if he can sort something out about like full-time work for himself and then has time to do something in his spare time, like that'd be amazing if he could come help out.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I mean, end of the day, you know, we're all kind of breaching the cardinal rule at the minute, aren't we? If you're good at something, don't do it for free.
Yeah. And here we are, just like lols.
It's alright, whatever. Me and my friends got together and we decided, hey, let's make a fucking video game.
Well, that's the thing is like the university I was lecturing at, I would tell people that all the time. Like, if you're good at something, don't do something for free. And then I posted up a thing on the forum there going like, anyone interested in working on a free project? Oh, the hypocrisy.
It's slightly different. Most polar bears live in Canada, but don't worry, they live in the uninhabitable zone, where it's too cold to live. By many explorers but many explorers have died to a polar bear. Well, polar bear facts with Gur with lettuce.
Yep.
I was gonna say with lettuce.
Lettuce-based polar bear
Gur's-
facts.
With lettuce's polar bear facts on Gur's stream.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm okay with this. I'm all for the spreading of information.
Polar bear facts. Dang, art costs so much money. Yes, because art is a very good skill.
It's not just assets,
It's-
every asset that goes into the game. Audio assets, programming resources, it all costs an
So-
insane amount of money.
So
If you were
like
paying for it as a commercial company.
the reason art costs so much as well is like you're not really paying for the asset, and you're not even really paying for the artist's work right now. What you're actually paying for is the artist's training and time spent, which allows them to produce the piece of work that you want and have described accurately and on time. Because those two skills alone are actually like really important.
Yeah, but you say that it's the same for nearly every.
Oh, yeah, of
field
course, of
in
course.
Technology, because you look at a DevOps engineer, you're talking £1,000 a day.
Oh yeah, like there was a studio that I was helping out at in London, and they had an ops team that was responsible for basically like all of their Git repositories and all of that stuff, like their server maintenance, like everything, and their pay was ridiculous. Like I'm sat there, I every now and again, like I sit there and look at like how much I get paid, and I feel bad. Like I have real like imposter syndrome moment. But then, like, I remember how much those guys get paid, and I'm just like, yeah, it's not so bad.
Well, funny enough, I'm putting in for a pay rise at the moment, hopefully, and purely on the basis that the amount that contractors get in comparison is insane. They're doing the same job, but it's all DevOps engineers. But yeah, you're talking in London, you're talking well over £100,000 a year.
Yep.
That's on salary. On contract, you're talking upwards of £1.5 to £2 grand a day.
Chat's
A lot of
reminding
money
me
in
to save
computer
Gur.
skills if you've got them.
Oh, sorry.
You should go, like, if they don't give you your pay rise, Rich, you should just be like, okay, well, we'll contract it out then. But I'm quitting, so... I'm quitting, so, you know, I'll start on the contract tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not that. I like the people I work with and the company I work for. I wouldn't be that. If they turn around and say no, it's one of those things, but be nice. I get plenty of other benefits that make up for it in some respects. But no, my point was more along the lines of people underestimate how much IT skills get paid in the right fields. You know,
Definitely.
and with the right companies in the right ways. And it's art and sound, programming, operations, networking, security. Security is a massively big field at the moment. Write your own checks in security.
Yeah. If you know web security, like... I mean, there was someone that I knew not too long ago that was like, yeah, I'm studying web security, and I'm getting a degree in it, and I already have a job lined up for when I leave, and it's for like basically it's for a company that's like already doing well but doesn't really have a cybersecurity team. So when I join, it'll be like my career plan is within 6 months become like the director of cybersecurity and just be rich. I was like, well, you know.
Cybersecurity is huge, and especially with GDPR and things at the minute, everyone's panicking and they're hiring them like crazy. And I was chatting to a bloke the other day who runs a company down towards Bristol, and he was hiring somebody, and they cannot get suitable people to do the job just because there isn't enough people around to do it.
Yep.
And he said if I can recommend someone, he'll hire them on the spot for 50 odd grand a year.
To be fair though, cybersecurity sounds
That was
boring
style.
as fuck.
I quite like it.
Yeah?
Yeah. It depends what you're into, I guess.
You're
I
weird,
like
man.
security stuff. Yeah. It's not just the boring bit of policy and procedure. You have got that as well, and you've got to make sure the paperwork's in order and all the other bullshit. But the fun bits are around about the penetration testing and getting to know the tools and how you actually manipulate data into doing things you shouldn't be doing. Or my personal favorite, actual penetration testing where you walk into a building and pretend to be somebody else and wangle your way in. It's good.
You heard it here, everybody. Penetration testing.
Oh, I happen to know a girl in Manchester, and her opening line on every seminar she does is, "I have the worst title in the world, so I'm a penetration tester."
I feel that on a small scale, customers want their laptops and computers back ASAP. In over 9 years at my current job, I've optimized and increased the speed at which I do basic repairs at a high quality.
Oh yeah, well, basic repairs isn't big money. It's okay for small-time business. It's a great way of getting started and learning basic computer hardware and things. You work in your way into technician fields from that, but you need to be moving into more specialist areas if you want to make a proper, a really good wage out of computers in the long term.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it was something I'd looked at a while back. Just kind of setting up a repair shop and then getting like your Microsoft certifications and all that shit, but. It sounded like too much like hard work, to be honest.
Hey, Warren.
The Microsoft certs are okay. They're definitely a decent start, but it's a start onto the ladder of getting into something. I started off and went into networking and security, to start with, by the specialist subjects. Got HND instead of degrees, and then sort of built up from there into more network administration. But with the current way things are going, I'm doing all the S Plus and that kind of courses now in CCSP. So I'm going into the real security stuff. It does pay off. It's good.
So I wonder if, like, what do you think we can do for Saturday's stream to try and get my average viewers up above 75?
I'm not sure if that's safe for work.
Well, little did you know, I'm already streaming nude.
Oh my gosh.
It's incredibly warm here right now. Basically stuck to my chair.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just leaks the entire stream. Just a leak stream. Just the whole stream. Just leak everything.
Leak all
The
the
problem
thing.
with leaking stuff, it's not so much that it's a leak, it's the fact that we don't want to give anything away that's not final, and people think that, oh yeah, this is exactly what we're doing, and it's not necessarily it, and it's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, it's not necessarily safe to give everything out. It's like the whole console debate, where you mention it once
Stop.
and then everyone...
Don't do it.
Yeah.
I will shut this shit down.
Yeah, that's the problem though, isn't it? That's exactly the kind of situation that happens.
Yep.
The difference between an alligator and a crocodile is that people can survive alligator attacks. Alligators can grow from 9 to 15 feet, while a crocodile grows from 14 to 17 feet. It depends on alligator and crocodile.
How on earth did we end up on that subject?
It's just a guy spitting out random facts.
I just read the chat. I'm doing my job.
I repeat the computer, it's what I do.
Omega has one job, and that's to make my stream sound interesting and human.
Hello, and again, welcome to Almighty Gur's stream. Today, we are going to be modeling Jungle Entity. And while we are modeling Jungle Entity, we are going to have an enjoyable experience. Thank you for coming to Almighty Gur's stream.
You made so many changes to him, you have to retexture him.
Oh yeah. Like it. Yeah, the whole thing needs retexture.
Full
He even needs retopoing. So.
Oh, fair.
Prime Beast is very nude and lewd.
Prime Beast is very nude. Let me save it.
If you
When
put it on Almighty, you'll realise that that's pretty common around here.
when Almighty gets out of his chair, it sounds like Velcro.
Oh, you that's only half of it. Basically, flop around on the floor afterwards like a big sticky mess. Oh yay! ZBrush decided to bug out just after I saved it, so I'm gonna close ZBrush. You start.
Clickbait and gift card giveaways equals more viewers.
Yeah, but what could we do on the gift card?
I don't know. future content.
I don't know, but the thing is, do we really care too much about actual views at this point? I mean, it's nice that we want to engage everyone and get them all involved, but...
I want partner status just so that we can have more emotes. I just want the emotes.
That's why I wanted my affiliate status. I was like, I want to make an emote, man.
Give emotes.
Like my literal the design style I chose for my channel is graphic design is my passion. Like that really ugly graphic design thing. Yep. And I made everything is made out of text.
Just gonna go grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, everybody. We're gonna drink and model today. We're gonna get drunk. We're gonna model.
Not allowed to say that on stream.
We're gonna consume alcoholic beverages and model.
Not that I care anyway.
Potentially unsafe amount of alcoholic beverages and model. I think we can say it on stream, we just can't do it.
Yeah, it's just gonna label it as teen or something stupid, or 18 plus, I think, is the only thing.
Yeah.
Weird.
No, I think it's like the thing where we can't get drunk or like do any sort of. We can't do it to the point that we're self-destructing. Like if we're showing like.
That's funny because it's funny. Like, Mixer technically allows it so long as you've got your stream rated as 18 plus, then they don't really care.
Yeah, well, I mean, the only time they do care is when you're like going overboard with it, like to the point that you're hurting yourself or you're getting other people to hurt themselves. Splicer has joined the fray. Thanks for following. Philly is Brown has joined the fray. Thanks for following. But yeah, as long as you don't do anything like, oh man, we're gonna do so much hard, inappropriate illegal substances. Oh man, you're do good, I think. What is that on his shoulder? On his right shoulder. It's on his left shoulder as well. That is his mom tattoo because Prime Jungle Entity is a tough guy.
I'm back.
Welcome back. You got 2 followers while you were gone.
Oh, sweet. Thanks for following you two people.
Splicer and Philly is Brown.
Oh wait, I think people can hear me eating. That's bad.
Yeah, I was like, are you eating a crisp? Picasso Jr. donated $10.
The
for
best.
The chair's sake. Thanks for donating.
the best crisps in the universe. These are barbecue beef flavored hula hoops.
Oh man, I don't know what those are. Please guys, remember to donate responsibly if you're going to donate. You know, the optimal donation amount is 10 bits. 10 bits. That's it. Anything more than that?
The whole responsible donation thing is literally just like, I just don't want to get emails from people's mums saying like, this guy, like, my kid gave you a bunch of money that we can't afford and stuff like that, because I'm just gonna email her back and be like, that's tough. That's mine now. I'm keeping it.
So please, if you guys donate responsibly. 10 bits is a very responsible, optimal, responsible donation.
Like I don't want an email from someone saying, "Yo, can I get a refund on that donation because I've missed a mortgage payment over it." I'm just gonna be like, "No, man."
It's
like,
hard to do.
Yeah.
It's honestly okay. So we should probably explain the way it works. So in order for us to get any money from Twitch, we have to generate $100, I think, by the end of 60 days, and then after that they will release it to us. But after it's taken away from us, we still don't even have the full $60 because they have to take like 30 cents out of it, maybe, or like 36.
50. No. They take 50%.
They take 50%. So they take 50% of the money that we make, and then so we wouldn't even be getting the whole thing back, and then it's deposited into another account, like it's deposited into like a PayPal or something. So we don't exactly get to. Well, I mean, if we do it from the Streamlabs link, we get the most of it, don't we?
If they do it through the Streamlabs link, it goes through PayPal, and therefore all that we have to pay on it is tax. But even then, I'm still not going to refund it.
Yeah. Basically, if you give us money, the money that we get is less than the money you gave, so we won't be able to give back the money without paying you money that we have.
Yeah, exactly.
So please make sure you donate responsibly. It's safer for everybody. Almighty ASMR.
ASMR. All the audio sensory stuff. Is that because I'm eating? You can hear me eating.
Yeah. Well, not anymore.
Yeah, I kept muting myself every time I put a crisp in my mouth. I kept muting myself.
5 PPR dollars for the store. If you guys want Phoenix Rising dollars.
Well, I mean, the good thing about so if the people that have been donating through Streamlabs, for example, so like the donate button underneath the stream video window, if you donate through there, Streamlabs keeps a log of like all of the donations. And so like any of the high rolling donations that we have, like we are absolutely intending to kind of keep a list of them and try and not necessarily reimburse them, but kind of like give something back when we're at a position that we're able to. Definitely.
Please don't take that as an initiative to give us a big boom fatty donation. Please don't. Just wait until we have like a founders pack or something released. That shows that we're ready for it, because we don't want to give you guys something. We don't want you guys to give us money and then we don't give you something in return. That's the big thing about it. What is it? Telegram, Discord is doing stuff with the servers. One of the ones I'm in is maintenance, something like that. Yeah, they're doing Discord stuff.
Alright. That was weird. Like, my Discord just like completely died and killed me mid-sentence. Oh well, anyway.
I'm sorry. May I ask when there will be the very time when alpha of the game will be released? I do not hasten you guys, take your time. Will you consider only certain individuals or a bigger group of community to try the game? We currently do not have any plans to have set a deadline for ourselves, just because that would make us not release a quality product, we feel.
Yeah.
So.
And as for like who we will include in alpha testing, alpha testing is very, very what we need is very strict. We don't need people that like just want to play the game or even can play the game. Alpha testing is literally about like giving people specific tasks to complete. So like we want to make sure that you can connect to the game. We want to make sure that you can join a match. And then when you're in the match, don't bother fighting each other. You need to run around the jungle. You need to find bits that are broken, that like you can fall through the map, that you can like run through a boulder where you're not supposed to. You know, like help us break the game so that we can like fix it. You know, that's what alpha testing is all about. And alpha testing is it's more like a job than an enjoyable experience. And it will literally be a case of as well, like if alpha testers aren't providing us with any feedback and they're just in it for the early game, we just lock them out of the alpha testing and find other people, you know.
Hey Adao-chan. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. I'll just send Almighty Girl 1180 as a donation. Don't do that.
Send me what?
1180.
I would love one.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's the next Nvidia graphics card.
Crocodile have one of the most powerful bites, 3,700 pounds per square inch PSI. Humans generate 150 to 200 PSI biting into a steak. They can also hold their breath for 14 minutes up there. They can stay under for 2 hours, just chilling, not moving around.
You've never been bitten by me.
So if you walk by a cloudy lake, don't stand close because once they lunge, it's too late. Ooh, so you guys are developing a game?
Yes, we are, yeah. Wait, is that not obvious? Do I need to make that more obvious somewhere? I need to make it clear we're not laughing at you right now.
We just don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah, this is not something we were prepared for. Yes, we are developing a game. There are links to our public Discord and our Reddit and stuff down below the video window.
Here, let me There you go.
Unless you were genuinely taking the piss and already know that we're doing a game.
There you go. In case you needed those.
Anyway, I am going to disappear, guys.
Before you disappear, Rich, what is your opinion on barbecue beef flavored hula hoops?
Barbecue beef flavoured hula hoops?
Yeah, man.
What's wrong with barbecue beef flavoured hula hoops?
Nothing. I fucking love them. They're my favorite crisps.
Yeah, they're very nice. They're not quite as good as chili Doritos, but you know.
Oh, you shut your
Chili
mouth.
Doritos.
You shut your mouth right now. Doritos aren't even crisps,
Doritos.
man.
Barbecue hula hoops are amazing.
I don't know.
Doritos are just like they're nachos, aren't they?
Yeah, I
No.
guess. Yeah.
They're not really crisps, are they? They're nachos.
What's the difference? What's the difference?
Natch.
I don't know. I wouldn't count myself as being a crisp connoisseur. So
Do you come from a land down under?
There's a chip called hula hoops. Are they like Fritos?
I'm not sure what Doritos are.
Okay, they're like corn
Yeah.
chips.
Just the problem, see, when you mention crisps, big, see, because people don't know what crisps are unless you live in Britain.
Bloody Americans.
Don't come for us. Doritos are classified as tortilla chips.
See, chips. Therefore, they're crisps in UK. Happy days.
Do you guys not specify tortilla as a separate type of crisp? Tortilla crisps?
Don't normally. Apparently, Almighty does. I think he just wants to win the argument. But yeah, I got to disappear, guys. So, yeah, nice to speak to you all. So I'll speak to you later.
See ya. Thanks for coming. Let's see. So we're getting some claws on, lady.
Am I muted? Was I muted? Did I mute myself?
I think you were.
I think I
because
did.
know
I
you.
think I did. I was asking, is Booth trolling? Again.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. I at least watch Top Gear occasionally. I knew crisps are chips. I don't understand why you American has to change crisps to chips. What a useless change. Did you guys only change it to make it confusing? Or I'm pretty sure.
For the same
chips
reason they
made-
threw tea in a harbour.
were crisps made after or before or after America became a thing?
Oh, there's a question. There's a question. I gotta Google this one. Let's find out.
What came first, the crisp or the nation of America?
I'm gonna Google this live.
Yeah, because if they were
The origin of the potato chip.
Because I know that they were made because like a chef there's like this really pissy guest that kept saying like, hey, I want these potatoes thinner, 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 and he just like cut them super thin and then made them crispy. But I don't know if it was like done in America or done in
1817 in the United Kingdom is where they were invented.
Oh, okay.
So y'all can fuck off.
But yeah, so that means America was a thing before then. Because I think America's in like the 1700s, yeah? Sometime in 17. Yeah, so probably America got it. At some point we were just like, hey, chips.
Yeah, America saw what England did and still salty over the whole Civil War thing. We're like, we're gonna rename this something else.
Well, I mean, we do salty stuff all the time. Like, we got in a fight with France one day and changed the name of French fries to freedom fries.
No. That was because France didn't want to join in your stupid war in Iraq.
Yeah, freedom fries. I think we changed it back. I'm not sure if the official name is still freedom fries.
Such a dick move.
According to NAR, crisps were originally called chips. And the same reason they spell armor and color wrong. We don't spell them wrong, we choose to be different.
Well, yeah. And the funny thing is, Americans bitch at other people in their country for not speaking proper English. It's like, excuse you?
Ward is like, so America did come first, okay? What did you say?
When you're old enough to get a girlfriend, ask her whether coming first is a good thing or not.
Cease. Boop says American Indians were frying corn crisps before that, so y'all can fuck off. If you get bit, if you get bit by a crocodile, say a quick prayer, even if you are atheist, because crocodiles can chew, so they perform a death. Can't chew, so they perform a death roll. They roll while holding on to you. They do this to break up the food into smaller pieces. So the best thing to do is attack the eyes before that is their only weak spot. If you can't hit the eyes, wrap yourself around him, so if he death rolls, you don't lose an arm or leg or your life.
Do it Steve Irwin style, fist down the throat.
Oh no. If you go to Walmart, they're still called French fries. I mean, you know, freedom fries though. I'll walk up into a store and say, hey, can I get some freedom fries?
Racist.
Just to see the reaction.
It's racist.
How is it racist?
Totally racist.
How is it racist?
It's racist against French people.
Is it? I have to talk to our French team members about it.
Yep.
I thought the baguette and
Yo, can I get some fries? Original baguette edition.
Some freedom fries. It only mentions chips in that article, and that is the beginning in the sentence. A diner in Saratoga Hotel in 1853 kept sending back his chips to the kitchen, complaining that they were not thin enough. Eventually, the chef had had enough.
How about I just squash them then? Said the chef.
I don't know what kind of chivalry you're on about. I get mine first. Sex, not love, is like a fight. Gotta get your knockout first.
Well, if we're talking about chivalry, You need to remember that chivalry has nothing to do with how you treat a woman. Chivalry is a code of conduct between warriors. So if a woman ever tells you that you're being unchivalrous, you are absolutely within your rights to demand that you duel with each other.
Like horse and lance style, or like sword and shield style?
Either or.
Oh, both.
And it would probably end up something along the lines of like chivalry is very much alive, but that woman is not.
Defend your honor. Oh, you can now buy gift cards on Steam. That's nice. Digital gift cards.
Problem is, like a digital gift card on Steam. Oh my god.
A
Oh my
digital
god!
gift
Oh
card
my god!
on Steam.
I've been English for all my life, and that was just embarrassing. A digital gift card on Steam wouldn't do very much for me because I just don't own any games.
Just wait until the Steam sale. Oh man. They soon came to be called Saratoga chips. We're still talking about the crisps. I don't think I'd go around telling people that, to be frank.
Why would you want to be frank, though? You should be comfortable with who you are.
Like, to be frank, well, to be John.
I'm just trying to find Steam library value. Let's find out what the value of my Steam library is.
Oh, you can find that out? Maybe that.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Okay, so here we go. I'll put this up here for everyone to see. This is me. I've been on Steam for 14 years. I own 96 games. I thought it was much lower than that, but I own 96 games. I don't have any bans or anything because, you know, I'm a nice guy mostly. Get disappointed in your life. Get disappointed in your life. How do you? There must be a way of.
Let's see what.
You know, average price per hour. It doesn't say like hours on record. It won't tell me that stuff. Oh, lame. But I know for a fact it's not very much. So like time spent playing games and stuff is not very high.
It doesn't. Oh, the account value thing, is that it right there?
No! I dropped my crisps.
Don't do that. It's not a good idea. I have 191 games on Steam. Most of them are from Steam sales, or I got them free in coupons.
So my most played things on Steam are like Marmoset Toolbag and Substance Designer and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love because I'm too lazy to go. I started buying software on Steam because I'm too lazy to like remember my my keys and licenses in case. Let's see. Actually, chivalry is a warrior code about how you should treat a woman, respect them, not duel them. The code was created by warriors on how a woman should be treated. Hashtag Europe rewrites history. Oh my god, nobody wants to be Frank or John, and to those who are actually named Steve, pray a lot. Dang, oh my god, 150. Well, the thing about it is, like, I buy a lot of bundles whenever I buy a game. So, like a lot of them aren't just from, like, Steam. So it'll be a Steam sale, a Humble Bundle where I get, like, 10 games that I don't want. There's a lot of coupons where I just receive, or I just, like, I'm online and receive a free copy of a game for whatever. Sometimes if I'm in a game, they'll give me a free Steam key for the game I'm in. So it's different little things like that. Like, recently I got both Amnesia games, Amnesia Machine for Pigs and The Dark Descent, just for free. So, you know, if you look around, your Steam library can get pretty heavy. I should play Mass Effect. I've never played Mass Effect. Grr.
Oh man, I was muted again. Just stop after Mass Effect 2. There's no need to play 3.
I own Mass Effect 1 and 2 actually. I should play them on stream. That'll be fun. But he talks, so it's like.
What you should do is like break into the game files and re-record every line that Shepard speaks.
That's too much work.
Is it though?
I'm not in anything really big. I think I'm somewhere in Day of Infamy. I'm in there somewhere. I don't know what I am because I don't know, but I know I recorded for the game.
Cool.
I am in. I have to go look through my wish list because a lot of the games that I'm in, I didn't actually get a key for, so I'm in them, but I don't actually own them. I'm in a game called Planet Explorers as one of the NPCs that's really petty and like wants to blow up a planet. The biggest one that I know I'm in and that I own, I'm in a visual novel called A Pale Spectrum. I'm one of the romanceable options. One of the romanceable options.
So if you ever want to romance Omega.
if you want to see me be a sexy fish, dude. I'm like a siren in the game, male siren.
Yep.
So, I mean, that game is pretty, yeah.
Do you like fish sticks? You want to push fish sticks in your mouth? Makes you a gay fish.
Stop.
Explain this joke to me. My favorite was the follow-up to that episode where he kept calling up Kim and he was like, "Hey baby, explain to me again how you're not a hobbit."
Oh my god. Definitely play Mass Effect. Okay, I'll play Mass Effect on
So
stream.
you're small, you got hairy feet, you're on a mystical quest with a wizard. How baby you're not a hobbit?
Yeah, no, I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I'll play Mass Effect if you guys want to watch me play Mass Effect. Because I've never, the thing is like in, Skyrim, I like to do the whole, hey, I'm walking around and talking to everybody and asking all the questions, so it's like, eh. I remember starting a little bit of it, but I don't remember anything about it, so it'd be basically like me playing it over again. Yeah, no, he was really upset about something. Like, he was like, I'm trying to save my people, and if you don't, you need to give me, like, the keys to this bomb, or whatever.
The bomb! It's a bomb!
Like, I'm just gonna nuke this entire place, cause, you know. And then I was, like, sitting there thinking, like, wait, with the statistics of a bomb, like, you'd be blowing yourself up with it. So I don't understand what's happening here, really.
No, you don't need to understand. It's fine.
I'm just here to read, man. I'm not here to judge. Why can you buy Windows 10 for around $50 when on Microsoft's website you can upgrade for free? Does the upgrade count as a full version?
I don't think you can still upgrade for free. Not anymore.
Yeah, you can't get the Windows 10 upgrade for free. But like if it's like the recent update, I don't think it counts as a full version of the.
No, it's
Microsoft.
not.
Yeah. I did it today. Did you have it already? Like, are you upgrading from Windows 10 to Windows 10? Or are you upgrading from like Windows 8 to Windows 10? Because that one's not free anymore. Can y'all do a community?
Unless your Windows 8 key was already upgraded during the free period, in which case you can. But yeah, if it's like a Windows 8 key that was never upgraded, then I don't think you can anymore.
Can y'all do a community Minecraft? That would be cool and easy because everyone can run Minecraft.
No, because Minecraft is not something I'm interested in.
I do own Minecraft. I'm not. It's one of those games that I'm just not interested in.
My favorite Minecraft joke Zach Braff tweeted out, "What is Minecraft?" And someone tweeted back to him, "Hitler's lesser-known second book about his love of knitting."
Oh, it's one of those games that, like, I like to adventure if I'm going to be playing a game like that. And so I'm not the type of person who's like, okay, let's go get some trees, let's build a house, because I want to, like, walk around and find a dungeon. And, like...
And, I've got to be honest, like, if I join a game where everyone else is trying to build houses and stuff, I'll be actively trying to blow them up, so...
Hey guys, I found all these creepers!
It's one of the reasons my kids don't play games with me anymore.
That's not...
Well, it's like, their definition of fun is let's go build stupid shit. My definition of fun is, like, fuck up your day.
You can use some Windows 7 keys to install Windows 10.
Yeah, but what if you don't have one of those Windows 7 keys?
Seems like a lack of foresight on their part.
Yeah.
Can we do Community Wizard 101? What even... What is Wizard? It's an MMO, right? I think I remember that. Like, I remember a commercial for that when I was a kid. Is that still a thing? Is it still... Did the game not die? I thought it died a while ago. Let's see. So basically, Gerd is a creeper from the beta stages, where there are virtually miniature nuclear bombs. I mean, it's like Minecraft is just one of those games where it's like you have to be into a specific type of gameplay to do it.
Did you guys manage to pre-order the Spider-Man Collector's Edition?
No.
I managed to get hold of one. I had to do it through Golden Week. I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna PayPal you some money, and you have to pre-order this in Target, and then mail it to me when you get it." Because in the UK, like, only one store chain was doing pre-orders for it, and they sold out like within 12 hours.
Of like, is it a video game or what?
Yeah.
Oh, the new Spider-Man game? Okay. I didn't know there was a new one coming out.
Well, just... It's so disappointing.
What?
You disappoint me.
Why? What did I do? Oh, wow, the Reddit redesign.
Oh, the Reddit redesign is horrific.
Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. My gosh.
It's basically like they redesigned it for mobile users and didn't care about people on PC. And even then, I don't think they cared very much about mobile users.
Can I go back?
I'm pretty sure you can. I think if you put like old.reddit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that. Oh my god, what was that visual the name of the visual novel is Pale Spectrum. It's like it's one of those like it's an interesting visual novel.
You mean graphic novel?
It's a visual novel, it's on Steam.
What's the difference between a visual novel and a graphic novel?
A visual novel is more like a game, and a graphic novel is like a book.
Ah.
So it's like you know when
So it's
in
more like a
RPGs
narrative experience then.
Yeah, so you know how when you play RPGs and you're like, they have the characters, like their portraits, and then they just kind of like change whenever you click and the text box is moving?
No.
Basically, there's a text box and then you have characters above the text box, and the sprites for the characters change as you cycle through them.
Oh.
And that's basically it. Can y'all do face stream next time? I would like to see Almighty's intense face when he's doing the designs. We just established that Almighty is naked while he's modeling.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously. No, I mean, I don't mind, I guess, doing a face stream, but like the thing is, it's really warm here, and I don't want to have clothes on. and like I don't really have an intense face. I've been told that I pout while I work though. Like I have a pouty face while I'm working.
Perfect nude stream. You have to pay extra for that. That's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a Patreon. That's
That,
a Patreon.
that, yeah,
feature.
that's a Patreon thing. Yeah.
Boof says, who's the first jungler PPR is working on?
Wukong.
Don't you mean Liu Kang?
Yeah, Wukang.
Oh man.
Tote.
Nobody needs a nude stream.
Man,
That's
I think the most frustrating comments that I've seen so far on like any of these videos, it's not even the whole like, is it coming to PlayStation? Is it coming to PlayStation? It's like, the ones for me is like, oh, this pace of development is going to take forever, and all I can think is like, hey man, you want to pay me a full-time salary? I'll sit here and grind this shit out like as quick as I can.
right.
But like we're all doing this for free, and like I'm literally like at the moment, because my work at work is quite intense. I'm literally like only working during these streams. I'm not really doing it any other time. Like even the kind of background stuff, like the blueprints and materials and systems and stuff like though they've taken a bit of a back seat, and I need to find some time to get back onto them. But at the moment, yeah, it's just hard. Like if I didn't have to worry about like paying for a friggin' mortgage and shit, like yeah, I'd work on this all the time. But you know, I got kids, I got myself to feed.
Tim L. Swayze has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
And like the work that I'm doing here, like I said about the guy that we interviewed, you know, he's absolutely justified and right to say like he can't work on this without pay, because the amount of work that we're doing is quite a lot, you know. So yeah, like it's difficult. It's difficult to find people. It's difficult to even find time ourselves. It's hard, but it's worth it. Like I'm enjoying it at the moment.
Can I pay y'all to work for y'all? I don't think that.
I don't really want to discuss my salary in public, but if you can beat my actual salary, like I'd consider it.
You want to pay us to work for us? Don't think that's how it works. I got a leak and I'm not sharing it. Oh.
Who's that?
Y'all sauce. Girl, why don't you make a command for the Nightbot where we can put console and the bot says that you want it but can't blah blah blah. Cause we didn't make the bot. Demonic made the bot. And Demonic's never here to actually work on the bot. That's why the bot is deactivated right now.
Yeah, the bot is an awful idea.
You have to lose money to make money.
If only that were true. Maybe I should have started just with a small personal loan of $1 million from my dad, you know.
Cease this instant.
I could have absolutely made it on my own with just that small personal loan. Who knows? Maybe with a small personal loan like that, I could become US president one day.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. Okay, monitor. Okay. Monitor. Okay, you're back.
Like, I'm just dreading at the moment, like, so I have a patch of dead pixels, like, I don't know if you can see the cursor, but like up here, I have a patch of dead pixels. And if that patch like grows much bigger or like moves to the middle of the screen, that's it. Like I'm gonna need a new Cintiq, and that shit ain't cheap. So I'm just like every day I turn this on and I pray to the god of pixels. It's like,
Which Cintiq do you have?
I have the 22 HD. It's nice.
You're not gonna look at the Parblo thing?
No. Like honestly, I think they're probably all good and everything, but I think the problem is like once you use a Cintiq, it's difficult to go to something else, you know. So like if you've never had the experience of using a Cintiq, the knockoff versions or the cheaper versions or the rivals or whatever, you know, they're probably fine. But yeah.
People hate on Trump for that, but that was a business loan, and 1 million is small for a business.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is, but you know, the fact that he was even able to just turn around to his dad and go, "Yo, can I get $1 million loan?"
Ajax Lion has joined the fray. Thanks for following.
And let's face it, if I really wanted to hate on Trump right now, there are 1,000,001 other reasons that I could do it far more effectively.
There's a few more in Scotland.
Let's see.
But yeah, didn't he like when the Remain vote came in? Didn't he talk about like how Scotland had taken a great step for itself in like you know, voting to take back its independence and stuff, and people were just like, "We voted Remain, you pleb."
Yeah, he really messed up that statement so bad.
So funny.
Lee, I don't know if you know much about Lee Nelson, but he was the guy that went up to Donald Trump when he was in Aberdeen at his golf course, and he was harassing him there as well.
Oh God.
I can't really remember what happened, but he put up a Mexican flag at his Aberdeen golf course.
Yeah. Yes. What's up?
I'm gonna send you a picture.
Oh God.
And
is it clothed? Are you clothed?
Yes. And,
okay.
Well, mostly. And we're going to request that this is a master at some point in life.
Okay. Did you see the stuff I put in general about the super sexy master that I want to make?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Hold on. So let me copy the image. Da 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 da.
Roar.
XD!
Hi, XD.
Hello.
The Mr. Panico has joined the fray. Thanks for following, Panico.
How's everyone?
Oh, that guy. Is that his ultimate? Just does the splits.
Like I just feel like this is important.
Like I think I need to make people in chat aware as well. Like when I his videos are fantastic, by the way. When I pitched this idea for this like hypersexualized male character and everything, the very first thing that I did was talk about it with the ladies from HR and the art director to make sure that it was okay to do this. And both of the ladies from HR seemed very much on board with the idea.
Wait, what idea was this?
The super sexy male character.
Oh. I have no complaints.
Like and Kelsey as well. She was just like, yeah. Like we don't have enough of this in games.
Anyone can hit on anyone or anything easily. Much more difficult to be kind to someone, says Boof.
Boof is absolutely right, the fucker.
Hey, May's boyfriend. E3 announced Phoenix Rising. We are not going to be at E3.
We will not be at E3 this year, no.
Are we
And there's
planning
a
for the future?
like getting at E3 is a lot of money. Like it's a lot of money.
Like, it's not free. Like you have to pay to go to E3.
Yeah. It's such a big amount of money.
Like, cause E3 is basically a PR.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
you pay for
yeah,
it.
that's the thing. Like, I've got to be honest. Like, there are way more events I would rather go to than E3. Yeah, E3 is absolutely just one big PR event.
Grr, love the tail design.
Oh, thanks. I've literally just been making it up as I go along, and I wanted to ask him in a minute, like, what does everyone think of this? So I'm glad it seems to be going okay.
How will they get a stage with no funding? We don't know. Okay, so she can.
I will give out handy J's to get a
No.
booth. To get a booth.
HR.
HR.
I'll get a booth.
We just walk in with Booth and they're just like, you know what, just take it.
Booth is our booth, babe.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, so, like, booth babes have largely fallen out of fashion. And the same goes for, it's not just in games, like, it's happening at motorsports as well, like, the ladies that, you know, they pose next to all the cars and everything, like, they don't get invited to events as often anymore and everything, and it's largely because of, women's activist groups saying, you know, like, this is sexist and all this kind of thing. But what they don't take into account is, there are women who genuinely want to do that.
I want to say Omega is a she, but I hear people say he, so I don't want
Omega
Oh.
is a he.
Yes, I am a he.
Can confirm.
Can confirm it. Gur, what's your opinion on manspreading? Well, I just said Gur, it's an extreme example of it.
Okay, what's my opinion on manspreading? Well, when I sit down, whether it's in a public place or at home, I have to open my legs because I have massive balls.
I just returned at the wrong point.
And I need you to understand that this isn't me trying to assert dominance over people. It's not my way of telling someone like, hey, look at my crotch or anything. It's literally just me going, I need to sit down, but I don't want to be in pain.
Manspreading is not an option if you're a man and you know what it's like to have your balls squished.
Yeah, it fucking sucks.
Hi, Shape Life. Welcome to the stream.
Today's topics are gender equality in public seating areas.
May is a she, though. Yes, May is a she.
No, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll generally speaking, like, I'll give up my seat for someone if they want it or anything like that. Like, and I try not to, especially in public places. I try and take up as little space as possible. You know, I'm a big guy, and you know, sometimes I got to sit down.
Wait, Omega is a guy. Is I being trolled? No, I'm male.
Yes, Uncle Booth.
No, it's not. That was a booth this time. Gur, can you make the tail like the crown that the Titane demons have on Dark Souls 1? Like, can it split and then curve?
The what demon?
The Titane demons? Titanite, I guess? Titanite? Omega, is that your normal voice? I have two normal voices technically. Online.
Oh, I
the
see.
studio-
Yeah, I see what it means. I'm not so sure it would fit.
Yeah. Technically, I have two normal voices. This one I use on the internet because this is just where my voice relaxes normally. Then I do have like
And we want everyone to feel relaxed in this stream.
and I do have a quote unquote male voice that I use when I'm outside. Project Phoenix for Uprising, # massive balls.
Yep. I am really looking forward to hopefully being able to do some like truly demonic masters and stuff though. That'd be sick.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying we're gonna have any. I just love it if we did.
What a fucking headshot, bitches!
Hi, Miss Boyfriend.
He can't
Head
hear.
on, motherfucker.
He can't hear you guys.
I know. We're just casually talking to him.
He's just so funny.
Hey.
Language, papi.
Let's see your male voice. Okay. Hold on.
Yo.
I'll read the next few streams in my male voice. Next few streams, next few statements.
I can do kind of a girly voice.
Oh my gosh.
No, I can't. I really can't. I'm sorry. Don't hate me.
That was not too bad.
I put on a skirt. Probably pass, I guess.
What's this Spanish stuff?
Oh, in the chat, somebody, Spanish speaker, and they're just talking Spanish.
Omega, do you know Spanish?
Yeah, we don't. No hablo español.
I understand a little bit.
Ixnay on the hombre.
I need Spanish translations. I need to translate stuff.
Girl, can you talk with your girl voice the whole stream?
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but... Actually, I can't. It hurts my voice.
Okay, here we go.
Gur, can you talk with your girl voice the whole stream? LMAO.
No, that's ignorant.
Oh my god.
Don't be ignorant.
I'm talking about Stegosaur spikes, just the end of the tail, not the whole back claw. According to Booth, he's saying the game is going to be amazing. Yeah, I know he hasn't been saying anything bad, so... Can the Prime have massive balls and dedication to Almighty?
I feel like, just like the Santa hat, I think like that kind of thing needs to be a purchasable item that is absolutely a user preference thing. Like, if you want to see that in your game, that's fine, you can, but other people in the match don't have to.
like the people who buy those for their trucks.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen Deadpool yet?
Mm-mm.
Do you know the guy? Oh fuck, he does voice acting for like everything. He did the voice acting for Hey Hey.
Of Moana?
Yeah.
Chicken?
Yeah. I can't remember his name, but he did the voice acting for it. He played Wash in Firefly.
His name is Alan Tudyk.
That's the one. Yeah. Hey, Boof.
Hey, Boof.
So yeah, that guy, yeah, that guy, yeah. So like he did the voice for Hey Hey. He's like, yeah, I come in, do chicken noises. And he's like, I studied at Juilliard. So like he is in Deadpool 2 for all of 10 seconds, and he plays a redneck with a truck with balls hanging off the bottom.
Yeah, that's Tucker and Dale right there. That's another
Yeah.
American horror movie spoof.
They want to
Tucker and
make a
Dale.
sequel to that, right? The
I
Tucker and Dale
love
movie,
it.
right? Because Tucker and Dale was fantastic, absolutely
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
That was one of the more successful comedy horror spoofs I've seen in a long time.
Yep. They nailed it, like absolutely nailed it. Because it was just like there were so many points in the film where it really could have gone either way, you know.
A serious or a comical viewpoint.
And I kind of feel like there were a whole bunch of other Tucker and Dale references in Deadpool as well. but let's not spoil
in a
them.
while. We just went and watched Deadpool last night. The missus and I did, and it was
Awesome.
freaking tastic.
Yeah, everything you want in a
Also sound a lot
Deadpool
better.
movie.
What's that?
I said you also sound a lot better.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
So what do you think of
No,
the new and improved Prime Booth?
I like this design a lot. This design is really, really, really freaking awesome. I mean, it feels more like an armored beast, more than like an alien entity, if you will.
Yeah.
Hey, what's that on his shoulder?
It says, "Mom, you're welcome."
I wasn't here for that.
I'll do a higher res version.
If you guys need any architectural consultant, I'm here. Send an application to HR.
Yeah, we may need one. We may not. I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
Absolutely.
Me don't talk English. That's fine. Do your best.
Honestly, like it's fine if you don't speak English, and we don't mind you speaking whatever is your native language in the chat. That's absolutely fine. Just be aware that we might not be able to translate it. Like we might not be able to understand.
His translation of what he said is that the game is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Can't confirm, or my boyfriend can't confirm.
Yeah, it's like we do have a good amount of like bilingual and multilingual members on the team, but a lot of them don't come here, so it's really just dependent on who we have in the stream at that time. Can we purchase Almighty's massive balls for the Prime Beast then?
We'll see.
Can we just-
Some of
are we
that
just
stuff.
gonna get-
Some of that stuff really does need to go through like a team discussion.
Are we gonna get 3D scanners balls on my in the game?
I could totally do that.
What will happen with other Prime Beasts? We don't know yet. We'll figure that out. How fast can you run? Imagine that your massive balls slow you down. Why are we talking about Almighty's ball?
Well, I mean, I used to play rugby a lot. I was pretty quick. I'm very overweight at the moment though. So that's the next thing to do on my to-do list is to start going back to the gym, get healthy, get fit and everything. So yeah, not quite so quick at the moment, and it's not because of the balls, unfortunately.
Damn it! I hate getting gangbanged.
This is like the best feature of the stream, guys, is when May comes home from work and her boyfriend just like random shit. Also, we got a donation. Picasso Jr. donated $10 for saying I was looking through Discord and Reddit and you guys fucking rock. So thank you very much, Picasso Jr.
Appreciate you. Will you guys provide Arabic language in the game? We have translators, translator applications. So I do think we have a couple of Arabic speakers that signed up. But if you would like to apply, if you're an Arabic speaker and you would like to translate for the game, please do so. We cannot guarantee that you'll have anything to do until like later in the game when we have things for you to translate, but we will have you on file.
Yep. If you're involved in the audio department at all, be aware that audio is part of what is called post sound, and that means, I mean, for the more part, the audio department doesn't really get slammed with work until the game is practically ready for alpha testing.
So you know that when Omega just hops into the stream just upset, the game's probably gonna be coming out soon.
Just as a question, just as a question, and you can chalk this one up to absolute ignorance on my part. So I apologize in advance for any kind of, offense or upsetting this may cause. But when it comes down to translating languages like Arabic, isn't it incredibly difficult because Arabic has like, what, 50 odd dialects?
That's, I mean...
Well, normally if you have a language with multiple dialects, they have a common...
Well, what I mean is, like, you couldn't... Like, can you just translate to, quote-unquote, Arabic, and everyone who speaks all of those dialects will understand? Or do you have to pick one and...
Well, normally when you have a language with multiple dialects, because they do that in Japanese, where a lot of the different portions of Japan have different dialects that are just different. Sure. Everybody has a common dialect that everybody knows just in the country. So for Japan, that's Tokyo standard. So everybody knows that everybody in Japan knows the Tokyo dialect, even though that's not what they normally speak. And so I assume that it's the same for other countries that use different dialects as well.
Okay.
I don't know if this goes for other languages, but in Chinese, there's plenty of dialects, but when you actually write it, it's basically the same characters. Like there's Cantonese, Mandarin, whatever. They sound different, but when you actually write it on paper, they're the same characters. So I don't know if that goes for other languages also. But
I know, it's all Greek to me.
Am I right in saying that Mandarin is the common one? Because it seems to be the one that everyone learns.
yeah, that's the main one I would say. Cantonese is a close second, I would say.
Japanese, the writing is different, like because desu is translated differently in like
death
Osaka. desu for people who don't know. So desu is normally pronounced des, but in like the south of Japan they say yan instead of des. So it's like a completely different word and it's spelled differently, and the grammar can change as well in Japanese depending on what dialect you use. Just the traditional Arabic that everyone knows, not country-based Arabic. Yeah, yeah, we know it's country-based, the specific generic Arabic. If we have somebody who's interested in translating it, we can. We did have somebody who was trying to get us to translate the game into like all of the different Arabic dialects. We were like, guys, we can't do that unless somebody knows the dialect.
Did you say country Arabic? Because if it's country Arabic, I don't know how they say it.
Stop.
Stop, move, stop. Well, the other issue there is like, which parts of the game do we translate? Because if we're translating text only, that's, I mean, it's still a big job, but it doesn't really contribute much in terms of file size. If we're having to translate audio into other languages, that's another issue entirely, because you're going to have like, I mean, it's huge. It's going to be absolutely huge. The game will be enormous.
No, normally don't they split those up depending on like what region you're in? Because I know League, they have the American League, and then they have on the Japanese server, you download the Japanese voice pack only when you're using the Japanese server, but when you're on the American server, you download the English version.
Maybe. But that's but what I mean is, like, it's not just big in terms of client size for the player, it's also big for us. Like we have to somehow host all of those things. You know? Yeah. And that isn't cheap, and we aren't funded. So it's something that like we could do in the future, maybe if we take off the ground, if we become successful and everything. However, the you know, there is a unique challenge there.
Yeah, but like I think as far as text goes, as long as people are willing to translate, we can do that because we do have applications for those. But I speak Latin, so is it going to be in the game? If somebody wants to translate the game into Latin, I really don't see why we wouldn't allow it into the game, like at least the text version of it. I can't say much about the voice lines, but at least the text can be translated.
Romani A and Domus? People that called Romans, they go to the house?
The old Prime Beast could work as a buff on the other side of the map. Maybe downsize it a bit, but it already has the crystals, which could be different colors for different buffs.
I'm sure at some point the old Prime or the old Jungle Boss will be used for something. You know, like we can't really afford to throw away work. What it will be used for, you know, it's, you know, who knows at this point. It says Romans go home. No, it doesn't.
Oh my god, I like switching between the servers. So League actually does not. Your North American account doesn't transfer over to your Japan account. They're completely different accounts. So you can have. I actually have two League accounts. I have a Japan one and an American one, and they're the same exact name. But I had to make a new account on the Japanese one with my name.
That sounds incredibly.
I never knew that I was a sexist and a racist. That's awesome.
Yeah. That is not true. Please don't do things. Please don't say things like that. It's just not cool, man.
Wait, what? What's happening?
Somebody in chat.
Do I have to ban someone? Do I get my first chance to ban someone?
No.
You got way too excited for that.
Well, yeah, please don't. Please don't.
The idea is better than what you're doing.
Please don't. Please don't besmirch my friend.
Yeah, don't do that.
He's just playing.
I'm very interested to see what you're gonna do with the end of the tail. I was sitting here.
I'm sat here doing all of these spikes, going like, what the fuck am I doing?
I was wondering the whole time, like, if you continue it, it all looks awesome, but how does it end?
In pain. It ends in pain.
They're just like, you know what? Just cut the sumbitch off halfway through. Cut it off.
Yeah.
Put some little, you know, like nodules on it.
Ends in fucking pain. What it is.
Is Rich and Dave still in here, or are they out?
Nah, they gone. They gone. Pussies.
Dang it. Okay. I wanted to ask them questions.
Oh, what questions? I might be able to answer.
I don't know if I can mention the questions.
Oh, okay. You.
Concerning the types of servers that we're looking at.
Oh no, I can't answer that.
Yeah,
in Norway, we have two very similar actual written languages that are both used, not equally as much. So school textbooks are often made in two versions. That's
okay, that tail looks awesome.
I have to refresh the stream because I'm having a network error, but hold on.
Something about Norwegians and the fact they write everything twice.
Yeah, they have basically two standard languages, so textbooks have to be made twice in two different languages, or two different writing styles. I come back to hear Ger's laughter. I still want to hear this sound eerily throughout the jungle at random increments.
Next to the three prime frogs, I think we should have a dead Shrek with a knight's helmet sitting next to him as well.
Yeah, you're gonna have to restart your progress if you make a new account on a new server. That's just how that is.
That's it. That's in League, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we have any plans to do something like that. But...
What is the golden chest on the screen?
There's a golden chest on the screen?
Right in the middle of the screen.
Click it!
Click it. It's probably for you.
Click it?
Yeah, click it. Because you can see it.
I don't know what happened.
What happened?
I have no clue.
What did it say?
Nothing says anything.
Okay. I guess you got an achievement, maybe. Do you have a notification at the top right?
I do not see it.
Save. You have to save.
I did.
Oh, you are. I forgot it's delayed.
Yeah, he's
Delete
got
me.
a 9-hour delay between when he does something and we can see it.
Can the boss arena have a mantled rampage head?
Have a what?
Mantled rampage head.
We've been discussing ways that we can give some nods to Paragon's junglers in our jungle, but we haven't finalized any of them yet.
Oh my gosh.
Good lord!
Oh my
Sword and stone
gosh.
somewhere up on one of the rocks. We should have a rock that has both of Grux's like stone weapons like planted in them.
Somebody just donated $200.
They donated with the following text. Put Arabic text because my friends are dumb and don't understand English. And then I have to explain every ability the hero has to them. Please don't make me suffer. And that was from XNeonQ6R. Wait, wasn't that our very first stream Sugar Daddy?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yes, it was.
I'm pretty sure
Yep.
it was. I'm pretty sure it
Yep.
was.
Welcome back, Sugar Daddy.
Yeah, welcome back.
Original.
The one, the
But
only.
but you know, maybe
maybe just tone down the.
maybe just don't do that a little bit.
Yeah, just.
We appreciate it. Don't get us wrong, but you know. Just...
Yep. I mean, honestly, like if you feel like you could handle the Arabic translations, please apply and make sure you put in your application like that I told you to apply. And May will keep an eye out for it, won't you, May?
Sure.
May didn't hear a word we just said.
Of course I did.
But yeah, if you want it to be done right and everything, like I'm we will need it at some point.
Almighty, when this creature goes through rigging, are there standard and stereotypical tail physics that people know how to work with, or is that something you have to build?
It's something we have to build, really.
Okay.
And it will likely have to be like we run a simulation in Maya, which is our animation software of choice. So we run a simulation in there, and then we kind of bake the simulation down to keyframes on the joints in the skeleton.
Okay. Very excellent.
Can the Prime Beast have a pre-puberty male voice like middle school and make the piece say stop, 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 stop? I can't even. Pre-puberty, a prepubescent voice.
I don't think we have any prepubescents on the team, so.
We have a couple.
We have a couple.
We need to stop being mean to Warren.
Stop! Cease.
Listen here, you fucker. Or is it fucko? Listen here, fucko. I might have a prepubescent voice, but I'm older than some of the members in this team. And some of them are at that age. What?
All I need to do is ask Bev your maturity level.
Well, she's codependent on me, so I guess I can't be that.
Codependency is not a good thing.
No, like, what? How are you taking it? I'm codependent on everything. It's fine. I can't fucking do shit for myself. Fucking washing machines confuse me, boy.
Washing machine.
It's a
American
joke, and it's
American
not a
washing
joke.
machines confuse me.
A joke.
Like
Basically-
American washing machines are weird. Have you ever seen them, man? Like you can literally fall in
I
one
have
and
not.
die.
Oh no.
Is that the one where it opens up at the top?
Yeah.
Some of them do. Americans have gone to front end loading washing machines just because it saves massively on power and water.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
ours
And
opens-
lives.
Like the ones that open at the front is just much easier to work.
Well, here's the interesting thing about American washing machines that load from the top. By the time you are old enough to get to the point to where you could climb into it, if you climbed into it, you better damn sure realize that you were stupid enough to do that yourself. So
Yeah,
that's
at that point it's a you problem, right?
well, that's
And
kind
and
of
and there's that song, right? Like, if you're gonna be dumb, you gotta be tough.
well,
if you,
there is that.
if you don't have a pre-puberty male voice on the team, then just drive to a middle school and snatch a kid when nobody's looking. That's illegal. And we can't
Yeah, let's not get ourselves put on any lists before we've even made the game.
Oh please, no. Do you know I once got called a pedophile? 'Cause
Oh,
I worked
God.
At a bouncy castle area.
Oh my god.
I'm not even kidding. That's a true story. I was working on one of those, the inflatable where they can smack each other with like inflatable cushion things, and because I was helping them up, Beverly came over to me one day and said, "You realize you've just been called a pedophile, right?" I was like, "What?"
Actually, yeah, I remember. I just picked up my daughter from school. Oh no! I was waiting for the other kids to come out of their school, and my youngest daughter at the time, like, she wasn't old enough to go to school, but she was old enough to play at the playground. So I was just sat like at the top of the slide on the playground, making sure that she didn't fall off and kill herself, basically. But a bunch of like teenage school kids were like, "Oh, it's so
Oh,
creepy
God.
hanging around like it's so creepy when like older guys hang around like playgrounds and stuff." And I'm just sat there like, my fucking child.
Deal with it, you fuckers.
Oh, did you want me to like
Happens
leave
to
my
admit,
child?
Yeah,
I've never done anything in my life for someone to call me pedophile.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, I haven't either.
Me neither.
Well, here's the thing.
Getting branded
If
for
you
no
had some
reason.
teenagers call you that, it doesn't count because who gives a shit what teenagers
Yeah, exactly.
These were, yeah, but Boof, in my situation, it was parents accusing me of it.
Gotcha.
That's like I'm working for a company that hires out inflatables, and I'm assisting with the running of the day. Like, it's my job to watch the children and make sure they don't get hurt.
Jobs
Although-
suck.
I will.
Yeah.
I will admit to you
TLDR,
guys,
jobs suck.
we picked up another car yesterday, and on the way home, my wife's driving the new vehicle. I'm driving the old ragged busted, and on the way home, school's letting out, and so there's all these kids on the school bus. There's a bunch of kids that are probably late middle school, around the ages between 11, 12, 13, around there.
Right.
And they're all making these faces and everything out at cars and all that, you know, flipping people off and all that good stuff. The stuff you do on a school bus, you know.
Yeah.
And I go next, and it's my turn, so I'm coming up to the right side of the bus, and I can see in my peripheral vision that everybody's doing that. And next thing you know, I just turn and jerked and looked my head to the left, and I would have swore that an alien popped out of my car and scared the living hell out of everybody that was. And I went home and I told my wife about it. I'm like, I really am that ugly, aren't I?
Yeah.
Awesome to know.
Yeah.
You ever?
It's that's when you turn around to your wife and you're like, thank you for everything.
Trust me, I do that.
You ever
multiple
do
times a
that thing when you were on a school trip and you'd pass a lorry and you'd make them push the horn?
Yeah, that happens out here too.
The arm
For those of
signal?
you who don't understand what a lorry is, they don't have trucks in the UK. It's called a
Oh,
lorry.
for fuck's sake! Trucks, lorries, big vans, whatever you want to call them.
Fuck me, we've just got another donation from X Neon Q6R. He's donated the same amount again, and this message is, just slap the text from Google Translator, lol.
I need you to calm down, sir. Like, we get it, we understand.
That said,
WIs.
yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. Like, that said, this money's going towards Booth's license for WIs.
Oh my gosh, Dauntless is in open beta now. My gosh, man.
We're
Oh
halfway
man,
there.
I was in the early access for Dauntless and I just never played it, and I feel bad.
Hey, girl, we have 9 minutes.
What? Oh, that went really quick.
Mhm.
I feel like
I
I've done
got
a
that
lot
really
though.
There are whispers of either Tenchu. I don't know if anybody played Tenchu on like.
I fucking love Tenchu, man.
Tenchu was awesome. But there are whispers of a Tenchu reveal at E3 and possibly a Bloodborne 2 as well. So.
Ooh. That deserves the Loki ooh.
Do not ask why I know that. Please.
Where is it? Where's this GIF?
Are you gonna send me the Loki gift again? Even though that does apply.
There you go, everyone. This is ooh. What I think to those rumors.
Yep. I knew what it was. I knew it. If it's true for both of those games, I'm going to be flipping out excited.
Yeah. I don't play many games, but the games that I do play, I tend to hardcore them. So, like, like a new Bloodborne, yes, please. Although, hang on, weren't they working on a different game? They were working on like a vampire-themed game, weren't they?
I don't know. You know what?
I'm pretty sure they were. Hang on. Oh yeah, because we've only got a few minutes left. People start getting your questions in.
Yeah, last minute questions. Will the boss
If
keep
you
the
have-
Santa hat and beard during the Christmas event?
So I'm I'm down for making like the hat and beard be a Christmas exclusive. But I really do like the idea of having things that like maybe he has like a neck chain with something, or he has like a top hat and monocle or whatever, stuff that you guys can buy or unlock or whatever, that basically like only you can see. So when you're playing your game, like you might have one thing on the prime boss, another guy might have another thing, someone might not have anything at all on it. You can only see what you want to be on there. It's just like your way of making the game a little bit fun in whatever way possible. You know, I'm totally down for stuff like that.
What about the mom tattoo?
Probably not.
How do I rotate my
Heart's breaking
screen?
a little.
How do I rotate my screen because I'm in Australia, so the text is upside down? You should be able to. You should be sitting upside down too.
Yeah.
Maybe you should orient your orientation.
Yeah.
This seems like a you problem.
No, you just need to reset your translation to world rather than local. That was a very tech artist answer, and I apologize.
I loved the Richter Krampus skin. That thing was just awesome.
I'm missing Big Dick Rick, man.
Oh man, I am very excited to make Mongoose's big fat hooker. Like in every sense of that phrase that you can imagine. I am looking forward to it.
I want to know, what is she going to be? Is she going to be like an off laner, a mid laner? Is she going to be a jungler? What area are we thinking of sticking her in?
No idea.
No idea. I think a true hoop jungle, which was Richter's home in the end, I think, for many people.
Oh, Richter was better in the off lane because you could not beat Richter early.
Loved solo lane Richter. I was okay with jungle Richter. I didn't tend to play support Richter purely because I couldn't be bothered hooking the carry often.
A good buddy of mine named Wild Mung, he would run a Richter in the jungle and he was just ruthless. He'd run Richter in the jungle if I ever ran Revenant mid lane.
Hang on, right? So let's get some questions in.
Yes.
I feel like more needs to be done on the shoulder shitting to make it more savage.
Okay. Yeah. Like next stream, man. Streaming again on Saturday. So.
Is there any character similar to Greystone and Chimera by any chance?
I think the closest thing that we're likely to have to a Greystone type hero is, correct me if I'm wrong on this, Warren, is Cronin.
So I would say Cronin would be the closest in terms of potential ability set. I wouldn't say he's close.
Right. Okay.
It's I mean Cronin's the only hero that I could say would fit that mold, even though I think Cronin's going to be so remarkably different.
I will tell you this: he doesn't have Greystone's revive. For those of you worried about the passive revive, he doesn't have the revive.
Right.
What are the other people in the stream working on right now?
Hold on. Wait.
I'm working on a pizza.
Oh!
I'm trying to download free Overwatch on my PlayStation.
I'm working on getting to May's house so I can help her and her boyfriend work on their pizza.
We also have fried chicken.
Lozatic has joined the fray. Thanks
I'm
for
bringing
following Lozatic.
cheesecake.
Ooh,
Currently,
you will be my boyfriend's best friend.
what am I working on? I'm working on, I guess, my Twitch channel. That's the biggest thing I'm working on right now. I stream as well. Video games.
Lozatic asked if there were any heroes made for low elo. I don't think we're specifically designing heroes to be like easier to play for new players or whatever. Is that right? Like,
I think actually that they're looking to have some heroes that are a bit easier for lower elo players to play, but as opposed to a few other games, those heroes that have, you know, a lot of lock-on based kits and things like that are easier to play kits will not scale nearly as well into the later game as much as a hero that has a kit that's actually quite complicated to play, and you have to understand the mechanics of it. Simply because, I mean,
you can finish.
I was just gonna say, it's like, you know, it's really similar to why, and I know exactly why Almighty was able to master Morgesh and why he mastered Morgesh so fast.
Because she was a monster.
And I am so overpowered. It's ridiculous. So
she was a monster, yeah.
It's a big conversation that a lot of the team has had and is continuing to have, because that's a massive balancing issue. If you have a hero that's got a kit that's entirely lock on or very, very, very simple to play, requires not a lot of comboing off of abilities. Specific abilities don't have to be used in specific orders to get desired results. When you have heroes that are like that, super simple to play, it makes it kind of a broken hero when they scale just as well as a hero that needs to have specific things done.
Can I just say,
successful.
Spicy publicly vetoed Morgesh way back.
Publicly what?
Like, when we started out on the server and everyone could pitch in, it was very fresh-faced. The first thing we did was we're vetoing Morgesh. Because we didn't want that bullshit with the fucking mark and the unavoidable ultimate. But yeah, that's a valid question. Basically, the discussion on the master dev site currently is that we want. So when you say a low elo, we're not really thinking about low elo. We're thinking about, for the we have 3 sets. We have beginner, intermediate, advanced. And the beginner set is your traditional bronze, silver, introductory sort of masters. But don't be confused by that, because whilst they will have a low skill floor, there might be elements of their kit which will transcend to make them viable in the higher stages, just not as effective as other kits.
Right.
So it won't be a complete, say, so you know that one of the first 5 is Cronin. He's not going to be as effective as a advanced jungler, per se. But
somebody that would have been similar, like a Sebrog or something like that, who you had to know how to use his kit.
Lozatic has just corrected and said that's not what he was asking. He just likes Greystone, and that's why he asked. But he said like he just likes heroes that get to be up in your face. Yeah, we will have heroes that will be able to like get right up in your face. Don't worry about that.
I would say that for now I've Chimera lock on purely because I fucking hated Chimera. So Golden Week's gonna be upset with me. But like, that's not to say that lock-ons. That's not to say that lock-ons are completely out. By the way,
is there a hero similar to Sereth? Please say yes.
Well, interesting.
Well, Sereth is a character we were just talking about. I mean, a character that is constantly able to stick on to you no matter what you do. And so, if you're looking for a character that's going to be able to just jump on you, stay on you, and deal a good deal of damage, and you're going to have a difficult time getting away unless you're having assistance from your team, yes, we'll have heroes like that.
Can I just check? Can I just check? How do you check if someone is in the chat?
You don't.
Oh, okay. So
You can
basically,
try to
well,
add
so basically, I'm just yeah, I'll try and add. Okay, he's not here, but hopefully he'll be here next time. So basically, like, there's this thing on Streamlabs Redemptions, and this guy's like, ask a question. I have to pay for questions now. Oh, this was 3 days ago. It's not even today. God damn. So I'm gonna refund that because I don't know how much it was that he donated to do that. But I'm just gonna straight up refund it. No, nobody has to pay to ask questions. Wow. Maybe that's like a Streamlabs thing that I need to look into. Like, yeah. But no, that's not something that we are going to be doing. You do not have to pay to ask questions.
Wait, how much did he pay for that?
I have no idea, but I just refunded whatever it was. So.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. TMNT gamer. Any info about Zen and Twill? Yes, Zen is a form of Buddhist meditation, and Twill is a sort of editable hard cheese that you make and stick in the top of it for garnish.
Yeah.
All you need to know about Zenith and Twilight is they are part of the first set of masters. They're part of the first 15. That's all I can give you.
Twill
I didn't even know that.
Twill is also an acronym for This Week I Learned, and this week you learned.
It is.
Yeah.
Today I learned.
You're good, you.
Right, so this is the end of the stream, everyone. Thank you all for.
Turntable?
I have done the turntable. Yeah. Thank you.
So if I ask the question...
I'll do another one now. Do not ask the question. Just shut up a minute, Warren. Thank you everyone for coming along. Thank you to the new followers. Thank you to everyone that's coming to voice chat to talk and help with answering questions and all that stuff. Thank you to everyone who's donated responsibly and or irresponsibly. And thank you to everyone for not asking anything about PS4. So hang on, how do we get the thing up in chat for the things?
Exclamation point VG for the link.
There you go. So someone just asked like what's our Discord. So there you go. And I hope everyone has a great evening, and we will see you on Saturday. Mwah. Bye bye. Thanks for following.
Bye bye.
Thanks.